The Gospel Sounds Music Awards is coming to Birmingham, Alabama, Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Hosted by Sir Every Drake and Yielded. Featuring the New Hope Mass Choir, Brian Woods, and the Voices of Victory, Phyllis Wong, Keelan Coleman, B.J. Williams, and Shabbat. Terrence Gamble, and the Living Testimony community singers, Michael Lee and Ron Summers, and many more. All roads lead to the Greater Grace Church, 1945, Centerpoint Parkway, Centerpoint, Alabama. VIP reception, 5 p.m. Red carpet, 5:30 p.m. Main show, 7 p.m. Tickets are $35 in advance, 40 at the door. VIP 50. Get your tickets at Eventbrite. The Gospel Sounds Music Awards. Don't you dare miss it.
Listen, what's going on? How y'all doing today? It's Tuesday. FIYAH Show, y'all. It's your girl Yielded right here out in these streets because I have no idea where I am. We in these side streets doing what we do every Tuesday. Put the Lil Heat to the word on the street. Go ahead and vibe with me. And get you rocking, y'all. And we got the dedicated news. Anybody singing with me today? No? Nobody's singing? All right, don't worry about it. We have an amazing show lined up for you today. If you're following us on social media platforms, you already know what we're talking about. So go ahead, grab a friend, grab a neighbor, grab a frog, grab a dog. The Bible says he that had an ear, let him hear. Get them in here, let them know your girl Yielded is here. Got some guests that's going to be popping in. Got some people around here. I don't know where they are, where they been. This is the question. Where was y'all at last week? Did y'all watch the FIYAH Show last night? Did y'all tune in? Did anybody go watch the replay? Where were you people at? I need to know where were the people. Somebody tell me now. Where were y'all at? That's all I want to know. So, again, today is Tuesday. Every day is a good day, but Tuesday is an amazing day. Why? Because y'all get to hang out with us. We get to hang out with the Fire Nights. We get to talk about some good stuff. We get to clear the air. We get to crack a few jokes, sing a little song or something. Of course, y'all know we got some dedicated news for you folks that's, get them, and y'all like to hear trash, and y'all just wait for Cousin Al. So we got the amazing show lined up for you today. So if you have not already, go ahead, like and share the video. For those of you that are interested in, don't really know where we are after this and want to catch the replay, you can catch us on all the Spotify. What are these podcast platforms such as Spotify? We on all of them. Tune in and some other ones and them other ones and all other places. But anyway, go ahead and like and share this video. Let everybody know that we are here. Let them know that we are live. Let them know that they can catch in and tune in and get on all this good conversation. So I know last week y'all was wondering where we were, and we're going to talk about it a little later, okay? We're going to talk about it because I know y'all felt some way about it. Got some text messages, got some threatening emails. People threatening to write into the network and tell them that we was MIA on last week. But we're going to talk about all of that today, okay? So look, y'all, it's already 4:03. And I need you to like and share the video. Like and share the video. If you don't see the red light up at the top, then that means you're watching the replay. And we can interact with you as well. So go ahead and type replay so that we will know that you are here. Because the one thing that we like to do is celebrate people. So we're going to do some celebrating. Celebrate good times. Come on. We're going to celebrate some good times and some amazing things on today. Speaking of celebration, y'all know I tell y'all week after week that every day is a day to celebrate. Every day is a day to be grateful. But some people haven't quite caught on to how and why we should just wake up with a grateful mindset. So, they need a reason to celebrate every day. And so the national holiday people, decided to conjure up a list for every day of something that you should celebrate with. So we're going to talk about the national holidays and all of that good stuff. But y'all know I could talk all day by myself, right? But I like having people be a part of the conversation. And I got some amazing co-hosts that would probably like to chime in on this conversation. So I'm probably going to go on and bring my co-host in. Am I bringing my co-host in? Is anybody here? Is anybody in this building? Michael.
I am my sister's keeper.
Oh, come on. You better be my keeper. Come on, Mike. O-A-K Poppy.
What's up, Fire Nights? Today's FIYAH Show is presented by Yielded. None other than the award-winning Yield.
You full of drama already. Stop it.
I can't
stop it.
Can't stop.
Poppy,
Yes,
where
ma'am.
you? Wait, I was looking for you last week. Where you was at?
You sure were. I was waiting and everything. I was all hyped up to talk to the kin folk, and that's about as far as I'm gonna go with that, people.
So it seems like I wasn't in control of it. It seemed like you wasn't in control of it. So is there Lorenzo? Lorenzo?
It's all about the communication.
Is Lorenzo here? He might know something about it.
Yellow.
Oh, he's here.
Lorenzo.
Clown.
You was just about to say we could have fun because he wasn't here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna.
Yellow.
Hi, Lorenzo.
Hey, what's going on?
Who are you?
Oh, you loud and strong today. You must have ate your Wheaties.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm checking some things in the background. So y'all give me a second. I'll be right back.
All right, well, we'll be here.
Well,
so
then let's keep it between us then. What's up?
Yeah. So anything you want to talk about him, then let's say it now. You want to talk about it? No.
Nah, it ain't nothing to talk about.
It ain't no fun because he can listen. So let's get into these national holidays. Today, y'all, is already June 10th. So for those of you here in Texas, you know I got to enunciate and make sure that I say June 10th. Because if I say Juneteenth,
no.
So it is June 10th. That's 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we creeping right to the middle of this month, y'all. It's already an exciting time. Look, y'all know I was waiting for May 24, 25, and that has arrived, come and gone, and Dallas has graduated. We yet waiting on his uncle to come pick him up. That's Uncle Sam. And
Papa.
Yeah, when Uncle Sam come pick him up, then we're gonna celebrate again. All right, we're gonna have an empty nest party. But right now, Michael, let's get into these national holidays. Today is, now I tell y'all all the time, I don't know where they came up with these holidays. Sometimes I'm even curious as to why they came up with these holidays. But today is National Ballpoint Pen Day.
Okay, do you know why they came up with that day?
Tell me why.
Today is a day that the ballpoint pen was invented. Now,
are you? Yes. You know, I know.
No, you know why I know this? Because I listen to AM radio. God forbid me.
Okay. Anyway, okay.
So I listened to it, and I got a whole little 5-minute speech on what today's ballpoint pen was about.
I brought it up and you came prepared. Go
this
ahead.
guy.
How about a minute?
I'm not prepared. I just don't forget things. Don't tell me
minute,
something because I remember it. How about 10 seconds?
How about
the
that?
Dude invented the ballpoint pen in the middle of World War II.
So they was out there fighting, and he was sitting somewhere.
And this guy's like, how do I write with something else? Wow. Anyway, go ahead.
Next. Okay, yeah, we're gonna slide right on past that one, but I'm gonna slide into something a little nastier. I don't know why or what it is, but today is National Bedbug Prevention Day.
Gross.
I'm not really sure why we need to create a day for you to clean up your house and wash your bed linens, or to be on the other side of something clean. You know, you know the saints say cleanliness is next to godliness. They swear it's in the Bible, but it's really not. Yeah. So if you got bed bugs, then it's not of God, right?
Do you have a pet?
Can we say that?
If they not things of God, it got to be a purpose, but it ain't to be in my house.
Bed bugs are disgusting.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah, we're gonna move right on past that. But
you're making me itch. See,
and you need to go take a bath. All right, y'all. It is also National Black Cow Day. I'm not even gonna touch that one. We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna keep moving. Today, y'all, I had it wasn't a real forklift, but it was like a dolly forklift. And I was like, look at me running over stuff and running over people and things. I was moving some boxes and some pallets, and I was on the little, the manual forklift. But it's National Forklift Day today. And I was like, look at me celebrating and didn't even know. Yeah.
I'm a certified forklift driver.
So I was about to say I want to go get my forklift license or certification or something. You think I should?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if Lorenzo can put it in his schedule. Get me in a forklift class.
So the kinfolk know a black cow is a root beer float.
Big Back University was going to come back up. I read it before I realized what it was. And so I was going to slide it back in with the food. But because you a big back, you picked it up.
I can't help
So
it.
shout out to all our big backians out here. And yes, a black cow is a root beer float. So it is, ice cream and root beer. Y'all know about that. I remember it is. I used to drink those and eat those or whatever. I remember the very first time I had a root beer float. I thought I was big time. And we used to have this little place that no longer exists in Nacogdoches called Hunger Stop.
Mm-hmm.
And so y'all know I've shared a lot of the stories about my mama and how she would always do all of the exclusive stuff for herself only. So whenever she was out paying bills and running errands, she would stop and treat herself to Hunger Stop and bring us home. But she would bring us home bologna sandwiches.
That's not fair.
So one time I got to venture out with her when she went to pay the bills. And so I was able to get a root beer float, and I thought I was big time. And so shout out to my mama for my first root beer float from Hunger Stop in Nacogdoches. Shout out to our amazing fire nights here, y'all. We are talking about these national holidays as we give ourselves time to get into this heated, I'm always messy. It ain't really a heated conversation, but we want to talk about fathers versus dads versus fathers. And we want to talk about, what y'all really think about that. So go ahead and grab a dad or two. Grab somebody that's got multiple baby daddies. Grab somebody that's got some dead baby daddies. Grab somebody who ain't got no daddy. Get them in here on here, and we're going to talk about this thing. But for the big backs, we're going to talk about these national holidays that are near and dear to y'all's heart. Today is National Herbs and Spice Day. Today is National Iced Tea Day.
Woo! Love it.
We ain't gonna call no names, but somebody almost started the show late because they wanted to inquire if I knew that it was National Egg Roll Day. We ain't gonna say he's not on the screen yet. We're not gonna say that he's a Big Back member of Big Back University, probably graduated summa cum laude. But he was inquiring if I knew that it was National Egg Roll Day. So, are you an egg roll fan?
You know it.
Okay, you like egg rolls.
I was just gonna say, egg roll. What do you dip them in? What do you dip your egg roll in?
See, I used to eat egg rolls, but I don't eat egg rolls anymore.
Oh, my bad. We got that disorder. I forgot.
Because everybody won't put pig in the egg rolls.
Not everybody. Some people.
Well, they do have some veggie ones, but yeah. But anyways, we're gonna get on up out of these national holidays. I didn't see anything else in there. We want to make sure
National
that y'all
Call Your Doctor Day.
It is National Call Your Doctor. So for those of you that are drinking the black cows and eating the egg rolls, make sure you call your doctor and get your cholesterol checked and get your blood sugar checked, because I'm just saying, this is just the nurse and me to want to make sure y'all stay on the up and up.
One more for us big backers. It's National Frosted Cookie Day.
Oh, do you remember them? The oatmeal frosted cookies. They had the lady on there with the glasses, and she was old,
Do I?
And you take them and nook them in the microwave for just a few seconds. Ooh. Let me tell you, I'm gonna have to go to commercial. I'm gonna go get me some cookies. For some reason or another, I want
cookies were them little circus animals, the pink ones and the white ones. You eat about 10 of those, they just taste like lard.
Let me tell you something about that. I knew the name Casey. I wasn't gonna call them because they didn't sponsor the show. I equate those little pink iced animal cookies to salvation.
Nice.
You want me to tell you why?
Yes.
Because the little people used to have mission up the street from my house, and they would walk down and get all the kids from the neighborhood. I didn't know we was going to learn about the Bible. I was going to eat the cookies. And so they was giving scripture. I was eating cookies. And so I felt like if you eat the pink iced animal cookies, then you were saved. And that's all it took.
Oh, man. Hence the big bag.
Yeah. So, and then they had the Kool-Aid with no
Lord,
sugar.
I am saved.
Who?
God,
What? Listen, I don't know if you said this or not.
We gotta get back on schedule. Hold on. What?
I'm back. Listen, no, I was having a little issue. I don't know. It locked my live to only me, and I can't get out of it. I don't know what happened. But
oh wow.
I gotta check it out later, but
oh wow. Shout out to Joe Hawkins over there. I think that may be Joe's first time watching with us. Joe is a comedian out here in these Houston streets, y'all. Remember the name. Man, listen. Rumor has it that he's about to bust the scene wide open, and so I believe what the rumors say sometimes. So
tell me a joke.
Whoa.
No, Joe.
You caught me off guard.
Joe, don't come in here trying to give him no jokes, Joe. That's not what we do. But don't worry about it. Save your jokes. Tell him to come buy a ticket to your next show. That's what you do. So look, y'all, it is 4:16. It's already being a fantastic and amazing day here on the FIYAH Show. I'm excited about today's topic because father versus dad raises an eyebrow initially when you see it. And so I was looking for like a slew of fathers and daddies to be in the vestibule, and we was ready to box it out or something. I didn't really know what that means, but we're going to get into it here in a little bit. But Lorenzo, we were trying to ask you before you pretended to be having some technical issues. Mike O said he was looking for us last week, and the Saints said they was looking for us last week. Yeah. You the program director. Why we wasn't here?
Pass the buck.
Pass the buck right over to me. Oh, the reason why we were not in the building last week. Let's see.
I know he's lying because he
a black cow jumped over the moon.
He didn't start off with what had happened. So now whatever happens is going to be a lie. So God, please.
You know what, Lorenzo, just don't say nothing else. Just stay right there. We don't want anything on your book unnecessarily. Just leave it right there, and we won't worry about it. We just want to send a huge shout out to Antoine Hilton. We want to send a shout out to Antoine Hilton. Antoine, we love you, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Wow,
amazing.
I wouldn't know anything about hospitality.
Hey, y'all broke bread together before, so stop it. Shout out to Sean Lee House out there in those Kansas City streets, y'all. So look, I know we got an amazing show coming up, and so is it okay if we go to a commercial break right quick and then come on back into the dedicated? Because I don't want our guests to sit out there and eat the peanuts and the popcorn in the vestibule because he looked greedy. I mean, he looks like he got stuff to do.
We're going to go to a quick commercial, and we're going to be right back. And you know what? Hey, this commercial right here, this is for Miss Yodit.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer. And again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
Call 855-325-1768. That's 855-325-1768. 855-325-1768. That's 855-325-1768.
Recover Now is a national campaign aimed at the education and awareness of the devastating effects of opioid and heroin abuse and curbing drug and alcohol addiction in the United States. Recover Now is sponsored by treatment facilities nationwide. Many of them have been where you are, and they want to help by spreading a message of hope and recovery. They're working hand in hand with major insurance companies nationwide that can help you or a loved one get clean in 7 to 30 days. Recover Now is embarking on a national outreach campaign on TV and radio to promote anti-addiction messages. So if you, a loved one, or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, do not wait. A new life for you could be 30 days away. Call us right now. I promise this call can change your life. Sponsored by the Detox and Treatment Helpline.
Call 877-675-2490.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare or private insurance, you can see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous glucose monitor. So call the US Med Diabetic Health Hotline to see if you qualify for a CGM at little to no out of.
Today we're comparing blue pills, the name brand, with our generic little blue pill.
Okay, so what's the difference?
The name brand pills have the brand name from a large pharmaceutical company engraved on each pill.
What does that do?
It makes them cost a lot more. Both pills have the same active ingredient, which allows you to be, well, more active.
Don't pay more for the name, pay less for the pill. Get our generic blue pill for as little as $2 each. Call right now for yours.
It's the FIYAH Show, hosted by you.
Listen, I got some amazing people here, y'all. They typically sing with me. I'm just wondering if I can get either one of them to come in on this theme song and sing a little bit of that. But in the meantime, go ahead and like and share the video. Let everybody know that we are live here, putting a little heat to the word on the street. What's going on? Oh, where you at? Lorenzo, where you at? Oh, he not singing. Oh, you better put out my.
Oh, this thing live? Oh, that camera's on.
Oh my goodness! Not only was he singing, he was dancing.
I'm sorry.
And you hit the notes so well. Lorenzo was too ashamed to even come in because he knew he couldn't compete with what you had going on over there. I'm like, oh.
It's on. Bring it.
So I think that we should do a battle of the voices. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
No,
what y'all think? Come on by now. Go ahead and let me know.
Lorenzo be out for 2 weeks. We don't.
You know what?
We don't need.
If he sings at a concert, he's out for 2 weeks. But if he just sings on here, I think he should be all right. But I'm saying that because I know a little insight about some of our guests that's in the best of you, and so they might could hit that note too. So we might just have a little sing-off on today because, you know, when you know people business, now don't look like that. When you know people business, then you can pull on it when it comes, you know, when you get them in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't see this. I can't see you doing like that. So don't worry about it. But look, y'all, we're having an amazing time here on the FIYAH Show. It's 4:25. So what we're going to do, I don't know why Lorenzo's not here. He wasn't there last week. He wasn't here this week. He doing way yonder too much absenteeism. I think
we're gonna have a talk.
Oh, so if he was here right now, what would you say to him, Michael? Lean into the camera.
You're Lorenzo right now. Lorenzo?
Yes.
We brought you into this office because I'd like to know where you've been, first off, but you know, more importantly, do you like what you do?
Yo, bruh, I'm my guy. Listen, I'm the program director. I'm the program director, guy.
Woo. So, did I overstep my boundaries?
Yeah, because
Lorenzo, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
So today is an amazing
My
day
guy.
here on the FIYAH Show, and you're just supposed to keep going, Michael. Just
Lorenzo, do you feel maybe you could attend more often? Be more a little bit more punctual.
Listen, when you a program director and you have technical things going on behind the scenes, you got to make sure everything is going right. That's all.
We're on the air, aren't we?
We're on the air.
Woo!
So
he makes sure he listen. Lorenzo of Low Cap Management handles business, so this is what's supposed to happen. So let us, Michael, let's mind our business. How about that?
I'm down.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
And if you're listening to the sound of our voice, you could go to the Yielded page on Instagram as well to follow us there as well to hear this live story going on right now. Try to hit every avenue that we have. Go to everybody's page that's showing it live because of the topic we're going to be talking about is father versus dads.
So, Michael,
STR said we are LIVE.
Look, Michael, let's just real quick have a conversation.
Okay, come on.
I didn't say that I was going live on my Instagram page, so he was letting me know. He was letting me know that he knew that we went live, and I didn't say it. So you got to watch the cues and the signs, and I think we need to bring our guests in because it keeps the tension down. We behave better when company's here. So, Lorenzo, would you like to do the honors of in introducing? I'm so nervous. I done got in trouble. If you want to introduce our guest, he done ate all of our ice animal cookies out in the vestibule.
What?
Yeah, he was eating the cookies and drinking the punch with no sugar, and now he done put on his moisturizer and he ready.
Okay, well, what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna first tell Michael I need a little bit more light right here.
I knew it.
A little bit more light right here.
Take me off. I said I'm out.
Take him off. He's gone. See, do people. This is how you do when they on there talking about you. You just go in there and you just tell somebody something, and then you just remove them. As a program director, you can do these things. So
I read that in the Bible. It says something like a vapor or something.
In the Bible, it says depart.
He was gone like a vapor.
Gone like a vapor. He was out of here.
In a twinkling of an eye.
And that's what they do. In a twinkling of an eye, they get gone. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually, he look a little better back there in the vestibule. And I just want to make sure that he's up to par like our guests and everybody, because I'm going to be the only dark-skinned person here with all of my, but
something else you want to say?
Black power.
Wakanda forever. You know what? That's what you're not gonna do. You're outnumbered. I mean,
I'm very much so outnumbered. So, guys, if you see me disappear for a second, don't worry about it. I could come back, because the screen gonna get a real light in a minute. So we're gonna do what we have to do.
That's it. Shout out to Nisha over there. She said it's all good, brown skin.
It's all good, brown skin. There you go.
Listen, bring our guest in because he done ate all of the ice animal cookies because I said the cookies equal salvation. So he's trying to get a salvation on out there. So bring him in here. Introduce the cookie the guest, not the cookie
All right, but before we do that, let's bring back in our co-host, Michael. Michael, you're looking better right there, buddy. All right, you're looking lighter today than you did yesterday. All right,
and you're looking well.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring this guest in. We have a topic. You know what? We have a topic that we're gonna be talking about. Stop it! I'm gonna remove all of y'all from the screen.
Oh no, you can't. We got a good show today.
Listen, we got a great show that's gonna be going on right now. It's called. I put the title "Fathers versus Dads," and there's a reason why I did that, because a lot of people think that we're gonna be on here battling and fighting and going through different things, but it's really the stigma of fathers versus dads. It's the wording that I was speaking about. Why people say father, why people say dad, why people think it's something different with the meaning. It's a lot of things that's there. So we have a guest.
But they don't say daddy because of the song. He calling me daddy. No, this
That's a part of it too. It's like they just took the names and just started doing everything with it. You know, so
I love it when you call me Big Papa. No.
You know what? And we're gonna.
It was the 3rd of September.
We're gonna introduce. Can we introduce our guest?
Which is it?
It was the 3rd of September.
Oh,
and they are always
golden mic.
All right, listen. We about to bring our guest in here, okay? All right. When I grab the goat, listen. When I grab this goat, hey.
Ooh.
We about to bring our guest in here.
And the
I got the gold mic in my hand. So let's I'm calling somebody too. Jesus.
Better call Jesus.
I just said it. You know.
Nisha calling Ma. She being rude.
Jesus. He answered my phone first.
Okay, we're gonna bring our guest in right now. He goes by the name of Mr. Key. They call him Mr. Key in the school district. Why? Why they call him Mr. Key? Because he is assistant principal. He also is well, you know what? I'm not even gonna go through all of those because it's a long list. So I'm gonna actually bring him in.
You gotta hit because we gotta salute him. You gotta hit a couple of them.
I'm gonna bring him up. Nope.
Can I do it? Can I read it?
He has a long repertoire.
Oh, he got one of these kind of bios.
Exactly. It's like when the bio came to me, at the end it says to be continued. So then I had to get the other email, and then it was to be continued. Then I had to get the other email. And I was like, okay, you know what?
To see more, download the rest.
Exactly. That's what I had to do.
Like this on my screen on my phone, and I was like, this thing is just going and going and going and going and going. And I saw the pink bunny run by with the drum, and it was going and going.
Lorenzo reading that bio, and he goes, "This guy."
So the thing that I would like to say is that this man is very capable in a lot of ways and facets to have this conversation. Cousin Al says longer than Aretha's obituary. Bringing our guests. So he's got accolades on top of accolades on top of accolades. He's got an accordion file of a bio. I mean, he done. So if I was from New Orleans, I say, "Oh, he done buku stuff, baby." I'm talking buku, huh? Yeah.
And the thing about it, he's not an old person. He's a young man.
He young, but got like all of this stuff.
He's young, but he got all of this stuff.
He got
he lived buku life in a short time.
Yep.
Right there.
And we're gonna talk about that buku life. You know what I'm saying? And then he's actually he took a trademark after me.
He bald. He getting embarrassed back there. Bring him in. He done got embarrassed. He hiding his face.
He right now.
Ladies, I call him Bren. Y'all call him Brennan. I call him Key. Y'all call him Mr. Key. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FIYAH Show for the first time. Very, very, very first time. Brendan Key. Give him a hand, y'all.
Yeah. In the room. Come on in. Hey,
okay.
Mr. Key.
Look at all them letters.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
He got the alphabetized behind his name.
Right.
You better
take it
come
off.
in.
Okay. All this pumping up he did. Brandon.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good
evening.
Brendan.
Brendan.
Yes.
You look like a young man. And after listening to my Mr. Producer here, I was expecting, having never seen you before, a little bit of gray, kind of like this guy right here, kind of seasoned. But you seasons in a different way.
It's because I'm black. No, I'm just playing.
It's because you're black.
I'm just playing, Mike. Hello, everybody. Hey, Yoda, how are you? It's good to be on the show. Lorenzo, hello.
Hello, I just want to tell you I'm impressed at your youth.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Love that resume.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Before we get into the dedicated news, because some of the FIYAH Nights they hang out with us, so they kind of, they touched. It says Brendan Key, MDIV MED period capital ROP. What is that, man of God? You is alphabetized. What is that?
They just letters behind the name. That's it.
Okay,
that's
but I want to know. I noticed the other 5 nights want to know what them letters mean, Mr. Key.
So MDiv just means that I went and got my master's in divinity. That's it. Real simple. And then the MED.
Ray, that ain't just simple.
And I also have a master's in education. That's it. That's all it is.
So you masters with an S on the end. That sound like a Z, but it was an S, but it sounded like a Z. So you got like 1 and 2 masters.
Yes, ma'am.
So like the young people would say, you educated.
That's it. It's just,
okay. All right. So we got some edification in the room. And speaking of education, Mr. Key with the degrees, we need to get into our educated, dedicated news. So I don't know how familiar you are with this here news, but our newscaster is educated. He's dedicated to bringing the news, but he's got an extreme case of ghettoism. And so he brings the news in a diverse way. So we yet praying for him. Master of divinity means you got a little anointing, a little oil. So pray for him. Okay. Yeah,
look, I like when Mike does the news. I mean, I like when it's
Mike or Cousin Al.
Cousin Al. I'm sorry, Cousin Al.
Yeah. So I don't know about these degrees now. Let me ask you this. Did you order them online or did you?
He book smart. He book smart.
Look.
Because during COVID, people was becoming a popsicles. They was becoming prophetesses. They was all online.
All this happened
for $29.99. They could be whatever they wanted to be in the morning.
I forgot Lorenzo. Lorenzo told me, he said his name is Al, so I had to remember what his name was. So I appreciate you reminding me, Yuta. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I just want to help, because that's what I'm here for. And you we're educated, and so I know you got a lot of stuff up here. So little stuff like Yielded and Michael and Cousin Al, Lorenzo. That's just a little simple stuff. But the Saints gonna want to know when we come back to you, if you bought these degrees for $29.99 or if you went to the school, okay? So let's get to the news, and we're going to talk about these $29.99. No, we're not. We're going to get to the news. Come on, Lorenzo.
You know what? I'm done. I can't with y'all. Let's go to the news. This is the dedicated news for Cousin Al. Let's go.
Let's go.
Cousin Al said he started a church online, didn't nobody come.
Boy, Cousin Al, right on the FIYAH Show with your dedicated news. The top 3 news stories you can use. You know what I'm talking about? The news that people ain't gonna tell you. The news that you ain't gonna get in the Houston Chronicle. Even though we don't get Houston Chronicle no more. That's why they need Al. That's why y'all need Al. And roll my intro before therapists need Al.
Hey.
Before the therapist leader.
All right. Number 3, let's jump right into it. Listen, man, graduations are over. All you parents, let's give y'all a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. I know y'all so sick and tired of them kids and all them fees and all the stuff they need, and tired of feeding them too.
Yes.
But graduations are over. Congratulations again to all of our graduates. But y'all just could not be ghetto this season. That's why this graduation season was going pretty well, I thought, but y'all just had to turn it out. Y'all just had to be 1 or 2 that do something you're not supposed to do. Now, y'all know in the graduation, they tell you go across the stage, you get your diploma, and you get in your hand, you take your little picture, and you get on about your way, right?
Yep.
Not y'all ghetto people. Y'all want to dance and diddy bop and all this other stuff going across the stage, knowing that they don't want y'all to do that, knowing that it's in the rule book and the guideline that you're not supposed to do that. Check this video out from the University of Houston, and I'm ashamed because I'm an alumni. Check this video out of a young man getting almost didn't get his diploma. Check it out. Now, ain't no diploma, it's a diploma because he ghetto.
Obviously, they didn't teach flipping in his class. Almost broke his
Look
phone.
at.
He got an F for flip.
And the word of the day is paraplegic, because that's what he was about. He was about to be paralyzed. That when you paralyzed from the back of the head down to the spinal cord, to the neutrons of the back and the leg muscle. He's about to not have no activities of his limbs. How about that? They teach you this. Let me tell you, in education, and when I was in college, they told us, you come across, you get your diploma. When you get your diploma, you smile and you go on and you go to the next station and you shake hands and go down. You don't do no WWE flip. What do you, Simone Biles on ice? What are we doing here? Like, we got to do better, people. We got to do better. Yeah. That was just hood. That was just it was without taste. It was without thinking, and he could have really hurt himself. And then they would have just swore to God. It was everybody would have been doing balloon release and all this stuff, and I'd have been shooting, popping them. That kind of stuff make me mad. You don't go 4 years to act a fool. That's all I'm saying. Roll that next story before I say something I'm regret if I ain't already said it. All right. Speaking of celebrations almost gone wrong.
I cannot.
Number 2, in the church as we do it, y'all know we are faith-based people, and if you don't know, you've seen it on somewhere. In the African American church, shouting, bucking, running, screaming, ooka looka, all of that is appropriate. It's a part of service. It's just the way you express yourself. Okay. And it's okay. However, the Bible says do things decent and in order. Decent and in order. The Amplified Bible say don't do nothing that's going to be ghetto and embarrass the ministry or God. At this particular church, there was a praise that shout out amongst the saints. And I tell people all the time, you have to realize when you about to shout, you need to look around and say, is it enough people that if I fall, I can be supported? Is it enough people that'll be able to catch me in case my foot slipped? The Bible even say my foot had almost slipped. So you got to think about, are you supported with enough people that if you fall, you won't hit the floor unto death? Also, you have to think about, is my weight just too much for these people to handle? At this particular church, the man was shouting and he ain't had the support, and his weight wasn't in agreement with his shout. Let me just put it that way. We're going to check out the video and we're going to pray.
Oh,
roll it. So yeah, what could have been a tragic, this could have been a tragic, fatal event that would have taken place, and it would have been a horrible accident for the church, the insurance policy, all this kind of stuff that could have happened. Yeah.
I'm done. He tickled. He is tickled.
Yeah. Did y'all see them shoes? Them shoes took off like Gail when she got in that spaceship. Them shoes went to glory. I don't understand, man.
I cannot.
And he knew he was on that platform. He knew he was standing up. He knew that little IKEA pulpit wasn't gonna hold him up. And the man that was behind him was trying to shout too. It was just too much.
Do y'all got IKEA up?
Momentum.
We gotta do better. As a matter of fact, no more praise breaks. At my church, we ain't shouting every Sunday. We gonna shout when it's something to shout about. We ain't shouting every Sunday. So yeah, we just gotta. Boy, I tell you.
Cannot.
Y'all so ghetto. Ugh. I don't know how y'all sleep at night.
My God.
All right, and the number one story of the week, as you guys have probably heard, Todd Chrisley, y'all remember the Chrisleys, they went to prison for tax fraud. They were accused of tax fraud, and they Trump pardoned them. They got out. So social media, some of them are saying good, some of them saying, no, this ain't it. This ain't it. This is not what you do. This is not right. But Todd Chrisley is sounding the alarm. He says that while he was in prison, the black men he dealt with, no, not like he said the black males that he was around, he saw some things he didn't agree with. He saw how they were treated. And he said, it was really a sad thing to see like how much privilege he had as a male of a different hue, if you will. So he said that he saw these things right in the flesh. So he said it's time out for it. He said people are people. It don't matter what religion they are. It don't matter what political party they associate with. He said it's time to be fair. He said he is disgusted with how the men in the prison that were of color were treated.
Watch your words.
Check the video out.
Long shot, because so many people are told no. And being in the prison system, anyone that says that it's a fair shake, it's not. Because I dealt with young African American males in the prison that I was in that were not treated the same. They were denied programming. They were denied access to certain things. I was not denied that, but we know why I wasn't denied that. And so I think that is a much bigger picture that we all as a society as a whole need to look at, that we are one. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, or whatever, at the end of the day, when you're in that hospital, you don't care if it's a Democrat treating you or a Republican. Now, some of you may, but I want whoever's going to be the best.
I just feel like, what's the breaking news? We already knew that. Like, what's the breaking news? Now, they did say that there's a possibility that if Diddy is guilty, Trump may pardon Diddy. They did say that. They said it's talk about that. It's rumors. But we already knew that. I mean, we ain't seen the documentaries. We ain't seen all the stuff. We know that people are treated behind bars differently because of the color of their skin. You treated different by the color of your skin at the Exxon. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same everywhere. So I am excited and happy and glad and appreciative that this man who has a lot of influence, a lot of followers, who people have been behind him saying, let us free. And he's finally out, that he is taking his platform and making it available to talk about the rights of others. That's very unselfish of him. I'm not giving him a barbecue plate just yet. However, I think that is a very, very noble thing now that he's been in that situation. And you don't know how God go use something. God might have put him there to show him that so he can come out and make some stuff right. You know, you just never know. We never know how this is going to go. We're going to follow this story. But yeah, he is out, and they say they might do another season of the television show. But we can't watch the Cosby's and listen to R. Kelly no more. I'm just trying to figure out what step in the name of love. All right. This has been your boy Cousin L with your dedicated news. I'm finna get undressed back to y'all because it's hot. Before I get undressed, it is a special day. Today, not only do you gotta go vote, because you gotta go do that, but I shouldn't even have to say that no more. It's like me saying wipe yourself after you use the bathroom. However, today is the day after Janice, last name Harris's birthday. So let me make sure let's celebrate Janice, one of our Faith and Fire nights. Happy birthday. And you remember what Mother Mitty told you, okay? And what she said was true. Y'all, if you wasn't there for the prophecy, you got to get it from Yielded, because I'm not gonna retell it. I ain't retelling it because it wasn't my prophecy to give. But we love you, Miss Janice. Y'all go vote for Yielded. Back to y'all in the studio.
And this caption is way yonder too much. Y'all,
I'm done.
Brendan, Mr.
Yes,
King,
yes, ma'am.
do you have anything you would like to say about the news before we get into who you are and what you're talking about?
I just want to say my guy that was on the IKEA pulpit. It was when he was reaching back, like he knew support was going to be there, and the support wasn't there. It already left him.
You're gonna walk over here, but you're gonna limp back.
Yeah, just watch your surroundings. That's what happens when you shout with your eyes closed, not in the corner.
Yeah. I got two good scriptures from that. One said, know those that labor amongst you. He should have known who was there and who was not going to be there. Right, the Bible also says that put your trust in no man.
No.
Especially when you could be the very next candidate on my 600-pound life. You shouldn't trust no man in the whole.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying. I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just saying.
We fall down.
When we get up. Yeah.
That's
but
it.
I believe in my spirit that every part of him was
Lorenzo got it
the next morning. Everything. Yeah. Lorenzo, what's the matter?
He got it. It took him a second. He got it.
I mean, you just got to. Yeah. The man of God was not. I don't believe he prays enough. Because
let me can I say this? Let me jump in.
Come on.
See, when people don't understand, when God is in control, when God is in control, you're not going to be falling all over the place or reaching back for somebody to try to catch you, because he got you. He knows where to put you. He knows where to lay you out. I remember back in the days, this young lady was in the choir, and she started shouting, playing with God. And she went up, and the piano was right there, and she came down and hit that head on that piano. Woo! Blood started gushing. Talking about the blood of the lamb. It was the blood of a forehead. But anyway, you don't play with God. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Listen, the blood.
If you replay that tape, dude made an attempt to get in the way. However, did you see that shoe? That shoe exhaled when it popped off that foot.
Yeah. That was an external force.
You know what?
That was, listen, don't worry about it. Nisha said he knows. He's a fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fainter.
Let me just say this. I'm one that believes that there's a weight limit and a size to everything. And I'm not a part of the church administration, but if I were, I would write this in the bylaws. Plus size people don't pass out or shout at this church, because the ushers, first of all, are volunteer members, workers at most church. Ain't nobody got time to be filing on their insurance because you didn't fell out on Sister Gloria from usher board number 1. We don't have time for that.
I mean, at least not on the stage. At least not in the pulpit. You could fall on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You can't yourself.
The ushers only got twin size throws. They don't have full king size throws to cover you up. So you need to govern yourself accordingly. That's it. That throw is just, it's a lap dolly. It's not a king size comforter. We're gonna leave that alone. But I think people should understand. Just stand upside the wall. You know, just do your shoulders beside the wall. Don't put your whole back into it when you're.
Oh, you gotta put your whole back on that wall.
Put your back into it.
Yeah, that's it. And on the wall.
On the wall.
It's something about being a pillar or something. I read that in the Bible. Get on the pillar.
So you need to stop.
So, Mr. Key, let's get into this conversation, because this can go on and on and on and on. And I felt like, anyway, don't worry about it. I feel judgy. On and on and on and on. See, my mind is. Y'all so saved. Y'all don't know. Don't worry about it.
Brendan, King, we all have ADHD up in here.
I don't have that.
All right.
I got lots of alphabets, but that's not it.
I got royalties. And anyway, let's go ahead. Come on, stop.
Come on, I had felt the song coming. I thought you was ready. I was ready. So, Mr. Key, listen.
Wait, hold on.
Point.
I'm sorry. We about
to
get
Mike, you did it. You did
it. Look. Twin size only.
Chandrika said twin size only. Yeah, that's the only size throws they have at the church. And I don't, why is that? I think that's a question we need to take to the church. And we need to figure out, knowing that most of these churches had a church chicken and that store-bought potato salad and them dinner rolls, meaning that the people is gonna be plus size. Why do we only get them twin size throws? We know
because if they larger than twin size, people just gonna stay in the church. You put a queen size throw, they gonna be there forever, and it's easier to wash.
Not to mention, you're
they wash them things.
You got to.
They don't go under nobody. They just over. They just kill them up.
We're not gonna
some of them need wash.
People.
Yeah, when the women took the whole Jake series, woman died loose in a literal term, and they can't start coming in the church loose, and they wasn't girding themselves or girdling or spanking or whatever the word is. Girdling. Okay, yeah.
Girdling.
So, Nisha said, I need y'all to get saved and draw your minds in.
Cousin Al said, Leandria Johnson said that church people fat, greasy, and about to die.
Wow.
Wow. She said that? Wow.
That's
so saying the song that says, all I seem to do is hurt me. That's the song she's saying. So we're going to move right on past Leandria and pray for her. We're going to put some oil on her and let the Lord continue to work and mold. She's on the potter's wheel. And so whoever's got their foot on the pedal of the wheel, pump faster. Go. Let's hair up, Jesus. God, accelerate your potter, your clay. Just go faster, Jesus. I ain't telling you what to do, but I'm just suggesting.
Queen size might come up missing.
Chandrika, I'm gonna make sure whatever church you attend that the people count they throws. Who is Chandrika? Is this Chandrika's first time being a fire night? Who is Chandrika? Y'all know Chandrika?
I believe it's her first time. That's cousin Al.
Welcome. Oh, Chandrika. Oh, let me tell you who Chandrika is. I read the name again. Chandrika is talking about them throws because Chandrika is an usher at the church over yonder ways with Pastor Bailey, and she was the one that cousin Al said that she could, when people need to go get seated, they want to sit where they want to sit. Chandrika is the usher that would split up the Siamese twins. That's Chandrika. So yeah, she's that usher. But let's get on in here. Welcome for the first time to the FIYAH Show. Just want to let you know you're no longer a guest. You're now an official FIYAH night, and you're welcome to show up to church every Tuesday 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Your family.
Let's get into Mr. Key with these letters and numbers and stuff and things over here. This man that is real educated and well scholared and all of this stuff. And Michael, let me tell you what Lorenzo didn't tell you. He also served in the United States military.
I was getting to that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it because some stuff people just ain't gonna say unless you say something. So thank you, sir, for your service. And we want to let the people know just who you are, just apart from all of what we said. We want you to tell us who you are. You're born and raised, you went to church, you ate animal cookies, you did all of this stuff that we know. But tell us what we don't know, and then we're gonna get into this conversation.
Oh well, I don't really know what you don't know, other than I'm a school administrator. Outside of that, it's not too much. I focus on serving the people in the community. Preferably, I do as much as I can within the church. And then Lorenzo asked about this topic, and before we get into it, I just want to say that because I might not be as seasoned as, Michael has stated, he's recognized the seasoning, but I'm also still learning. So I'm just grateful to be here with you all. I'm grateful to speak on this topic, and I'm enjoying the show thus far. So I appreciate y'all.
Awesome. Now, what I've learned, Lorenzo, Michael, I'm talking to y'all. What I've learned is that people that come over here and say, oh, I just make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Yeah. They do like 5,000 things before most people get up in the morning. They really are people that do a lot. Look at this.
Hey, Al is wild, man.
Al says that MDIV and MED means he knows Jesus and how to read Japanese. So, Cousin Al, can you block him, Lorenzo? He needs to be blocked for the rest of the show.
Give him a temporary block for like 5 minutes. Just, like they do on
No,
the
the rest of the show. Why Japanese?
I know.
Al, why Japanese?
Whoa, was he kidding about that?
Oh.
Yes, he's joking. I do not know how to read Japanese at all.
I was like, whoa.
Do you speak other languages?
No.
I don't believe you.
Let's get into the topic, y'all. Let's go on, y'all. Let's do it. Y'all giving it to me
because I think it's important for us to dive into this conversation. Can you tell us a little bit about your childhood? You got siblings,
So
it makes a difference.
I grew up in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And from Atlanta, I moved to Raleigh my senior year of high school. Childhood wise, my childhood was good. I can't complain at all. Shout out to my parents for sure. Love them both. They did their thing. How about that?
Okay.
My mom and dad always taught that was greatness waiting to happen, and I pray that now they're seeing what that looks like, especially since there's a lot more to go. And
because you were whopping 18 years old. I'm sorry.
Shout out to North Carolina Agriculture and Technical State University. That's where I got my bachelor's in electrical engineering and military leadership. And then shout out to Wake Forest, is where I got my MDiv, and I went back to A&T. Aggie Pride. I will always say Aggie Pride. I'm born and bred. So North Carolina A&T is what helped me, support me, and helped me to move forward to where I am today. Regarding ministry, I attend Sanctuary Deliverance here in Greensboro. Pastor Vander Purcell. I was a part of another ministry before, the Citadel of Praise. So I just want to give shout out to the two ministries that have helped me here since I've been in Greensboro. And I wasn't always. I'm not gonna say I wasn't always churchy. I tell my wife that all the time. Like, I'm not churchy, but for some reason we pull up songs and I know what they are. But I can't say I grew up in church, but the church was there. You know what I mean? My mother always prayed. My father always prayed. My grandmother was very instrumental. My uncle and my aunt were very instrumental in what in what ministry looked like, and the formation of who God is. I wasn't brought up in church. So the traditional churchiness is not where I come from. But once I got to college, the campus ministry kind of showed me what ministry looks like from a campus ministry perspective, a young adult perspective. And then now being at Sanctuary Deliverance, I'm around a lot of older people who have shown me what the formation of church is, and kind of the the old school church. That's what I want to say. It's like it's the old school. You got your mothers in the church. You got the usher board, the choir. All of that. To me, it's like I'm one of the young ones in the church. So I'm grateful for all of the foundation I've had before now. And I guess that's a little bit about my youth and young adult. But shout out to my parents. They did their thing.
Were you in sports or anything like that in high school?
High school, I played a little football. But when I got to college, I did more basketball. Like I went into basketball, football, and then I got into MMA for a while. So I was on circuit for a little bit, and I really enjoyed boxing and MMA. That was kind of my thing. And then initially,
you got the hands.
Something like that.
Something
like that.
I know who to call. All right. That's me texting you right now.
You better call on
names.
Jesus.
No, them names I sent you.
Call on the Lord.
He said call Jesus.
Call Jesus.
No, I need you to handle them. Hand. Anyway, so listen, Mr. Key, I was listening for two things, and you said them both. You said my mom and my dad, and then you said that my mom prayed and my father prayed. So you had a dad and a father as the same person. So that takes us to our topic. Dads versus fathers, fathers versus dads. And I know, for those of you that are just tuning in, y'all may or may not have heard just a minute ago, Lorenzo was saying that no, we're not battling. No, we're not about to what's the word? Bash fathers, dads. No, that's not what we're gonna do. So we're about to have an amazing discussion about the choice of words. So I can't ask you, is your dad or your father? Because in the text of the conversation, you called them both. And so that is what we're going to be talking about today. What's the difference in a dad? What's the difference in a father? And we want to hear from you, the Fire Knights over here in the choir stand. Those of you that looking at my fingers right now, get to typing and tell us what you call your mama boo thing, the one who, help, bring, know, we want to know what you call him, the male,
So
go ahead.
As simple as I can put it, a dad can be a father, but a father can't be a dad.
Yeah.
I got to absorb this one.
Yeah, say that one more time for the slow church, and me and Lorenzo and Michael.
So a dad can be a father, but a father can't be a dad. So I'll break it down. When you look at a birth certificate, it either says parent 1 or parent 2, or it says mother of child or father of child, and any man can sign their name on that line as the father.
You're going somewhere.
Of the child.
I like this.
But it's not until you have a relationship with the child before the child calls you dad as his first word, or mom as their first word. Does that make sense? A baby says mommy or daddy. It doesn't say mother or father. And sometimes they say it short, mom or dad.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like there's some intentionality, but there's intentionality between the difference between a father and a dad. I was talking to Lorenzo earlier today, and I said, when you watch Lion King, Simba as a child, we would say his father died, but when Mufasa was being killed, he says dad.
Yeah.
He doesn't cry out father. You see what I mean? So there's some I think the biggest piece, and maybe it might be historical. Maybe there's just a delineation between the two. We say Father God. We don't. Some people say Daddy God. Some, there may be something like that. There may be a reason why there's a difference between father and dad. But to me, a dad can be a father, but a father can't be a dad.
Now that's very, very interesting. I love your whole explanation. One side of me feel like, oh, that's good, and one side of me kind of itching, like I don't know. But I need to hear from you Fire Knights over here. Y'all need to come in, chime in on this conversation. Mike O is rubbing his little goatee there, so he ready to come and say something. Come on, Michael. I'm scared.
Well, I know I've had, and the same father was a dad for a really long time. Then he turned back into a father.
Right.
And then he turned into an acquaintance. Then he tried to be a father again, but he's always going to be dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's put me personally, he's put me through every horrible emotion you could ever go through. And as far as speaking to the man, I went 17 years without talking to him.
Wow.
And when I started talking to him again, it wasn't by choice. It was because of my first procedure that happened. So it took a surgery for me to get back in contact with my father.
Right.
And that's a tough one, because what he did was attempted to come back and make amends and be a dad again. But what he exhibited was father mannerisms. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to use you for this right now because it's available right now to use.
Yeah.
Almost like a fork.
Right.
So
then
I have to go back and say, you know what? Me being me who I am, I'll never say I hate that man.
Right.
I'll always love him and I pray for him.
Yeah.
Because of his lack ofs.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me read this here. Let me read this comment. It says, I would say anyone can be a father because that's just what's put on the birth certificate. But to be a dad is the relationship.
Yes.
Anyone can be a father, but everyone can't be a dad because not all have the relationship with their child.
Right.
Okay.
So I also want to think of it as a means of maturity from the recipient, and the recipient being the son or the daughter. Yeah. So again, it's easier to say dad than it is father. But when you say dad, it brings out the child in you.
Yeah.
It brings out the kid in you. And whatever that looks like, it's like, whether it's good or bad, either my dad was great or my dad messed up or both. We can say that. It's different when you say father, because there's more. Father is weighted heavier, and I think it's because of our context, where we come from. And I say weighted heavier because we say Father God. And that I can only come from a ministerial perspective, just based on the word, right? When we say Daddy God, when we say dad, like when I pray, sometimes I say dad, just because I come to God as a child. That's the point for me. You know what I mean? And every child, like, I think it's also a part of a level of maturity on how the relationship, like you said, between when you see a dad, when you have a dad and a father. And I think another perspective would be, you can have, I just think like a father figure. Being a father figure doesn't mean that you're a dad.
Ooh, come on now. Lorenzo, you need to push the commercial button right there, because Mr. Key is about to go. He turning the corner right here. He was about to take his text there.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
He was about to take his text right there. Take your text, preacher. Come on.
He's saying truth though.
Definitely.
Okay. And I'm letting everybody say whatever they gotta say. Then I'm gonna chime in.
Chime in now.
I think we should take a commercial break and come right back. So listen, y'all, father versus dad, dad versus father. We want to hear from you what you think, how you feel, what you call your dad or what you call your male parent, and why. And is it a reason, a good reason, bad reason? We want to talk about it. We're going to be right back. Don't y'all go anywhere unless you go and get somebody and bring them back. Go get your mama's boo thing, or go get anybody. Bring him back on here. Go get your sister. We coming right back. Push the button, Lorenzo. Why not?
Hey there, travelers. You going somewhere? Need a hotel? Then call Hotel Wiz anytime, day or night, for rates too low to publish. You can save up to 75% on over 500,000 hotels across the globe and get our best price guarantee with no booking or cancellation fees ever. We've got some of the lowest hotel prices you'll find in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and a lot more. Don't waste your time surfing for deals. Make a free call right now and find deals too low to publish. Save up to 75% right now with no cancellation fees. And to make it even easier on you, we're here 24/7 to help. So call right now. Bookmark us in your cell phone. Whatever you need to do, just pick up the phone and call this number for hotel deals that'll knock your socks off.
Call 877-801-8832. That's 877-801-8832. Again, that's 877-801-8832.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
Call 855-325-1768. That's 855-325-1768. 855-325-1768. That's 855.
Here's an important message from the U.S. Med Diabetes Solution Center. If you have diabetes, you know the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce your pain right away. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. So call us right now to see if you qualify for a CGM at little or no cost. U.S. Med. Better service. Better care.
It's the FIYAH Show, hosted by Turn up the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. Whatever you gon' need for your amusement. Home of the likes, telling the world we're tight. Tune in on Tuesday nights, and we gon' get it right. Hot blazing topics that get you rockin'. And with our ghetto catered news, ain't no stopping.
See, Lorenzo done dropped me out, put me back in. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm back. I guess I sound good. I know I look good. Do I sound good to y'all? I look good too. This is my good side. Listen, y'all, we're having an amazing time here on the FIYAH Show. You know, technology does this thing, and then Lorenzo be pushing buttons when he get mad. He be throwing everybody out. It's the bully. I mean, it's the God. That ain't godly. Listen, we're having a discussion. Get your friends and your family in here. Let them know. We're talking about fathers versus dads, dad versus fathers. We got some people showing up for they must have heard we was having the iced animal cookies that give you salvation. And so they showed up to the church too. And so we're going to talk to all of these amazing people. Again, if you don't see the red light up there, you can go catch us on all of these other podcast platforms. If I start naming them, I'm going to lie and make up some. So don't make me do that. But like and share the video. We are live right now in these social media streets. You can catch us also at Anointed Radio Network out in those Las Vegas streets. So look, I'm gonna bring the rest of these co-hosts back in here. We're gonna bring Brendan Key, MDIV, Element, JK, QRST, all of them initials, letters and stuff behind his name. But y'all see he addressed that $29.99 online. He said that wasn't him. He started naming off his schools, and he let y'all know he had like a real education. He went to a real school, and he didn't get none of these apostle certifications offline. So the man is educated. The man has lived some life. I mean, he looked 12. But he done lived a little life, and so he got a little 16. He looked 16. He looked like he got his driver's permit, but he's got a little knowledge and insight that he is sharing about these fathers and dads. He said father is on the birth certificate. So what says ye? What do you think about it? Go ahead and like and share the video and let the people know. Michael, Lorenzo, Miss Key, y'all coming back in here? Y'all gonna make me talk to the people by myself?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we live.
Brendan, you said you from Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me you ate at Mary Mac's.
Mary Mac's? No, I've never heard of Mary Mac's. I know.
And we ain't gonna talk about them because they ain't sponsoring this show. They ain't sponsoring them.
No. See, I went all the way to Atlanta for the best fried chicken in the world.
Oh Lord! You know what?
And you know what?
we got another.
That's why I ain't heard of it, because they was lying.
They weren't lying. That was good.
But they didn't sponsor this show, so we're not gonna talk about them.
Listen,
we can't talk about it. But off the record,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off track.
We got another father in the vestibule, and we're gonna bring him
fathers
in.
is showing up. This is new.
All right,
Fathers showing up.
I'm sorry. Going on this week, and we got the owner of the person that actually let us do what we got to do each and every week, every Tuesday from 4 to 7.
I be scared when he show up.
When he comes on here, it's like, okay, we got to act when we have to act, when we act, when we act.
Let me
be acting. You know what I mean? All the way from the North Vegas streets, y'all. Welcome to the FIYAH Show. He's not a guest or anything like that. He's the owner of Anointed Radio Network, Pastor Jay. Pastor Jay,
y'all made me sound like I was Debo or something. Y'all start tucking in your chain. Debo! They start tucking in chains.
Debo coming.
Hey, everybody.
Hide your paws. That boy might get you.
Wow.
Pastor Jay, what you got to say?
Y'all making me want to shave my head.
It's a bald thing.
It's
you see, I push my bun way back here, and I got a lot of forehead, so I can be bald too.
Look at me.
Yeah, you already there. You probably should. Listen,
you can work
Teddy said it best. Teddy P said, "I think I better let it go." Ooh,
you know what?
It looks like another love TKO.
Okay, let's get back on topic. Y'all. We're talking about what it says. Talk about fathers versus dads. It's
case in point, Brendan. Case in
point. And
Michael, keep your head like this, and you can be bald for the rest of the show.
Brandon, Brandon, go ahead and finish what you were saying, my guy.
No, I mean, I think that was it. Father is based on legality or origin, while a dad is based upon connection and care. That's how I feel about it. Like I said, yeah, for sure. And it's not emotion based upon the giver. It's not emotion based upon the man. It's the emotion based upon the child.
So you're saying that what's happening is that when they say father, it's not as personable as when they say dad.
I don't want to say that because, again, when you come from in a ministry context, father is the end all be all of who God is in the word. That doesn't mean that God can't be a mother, because in the word it also says wisdom, whose name is Sophia. Now we ain't got to talk about that right now, but what I'm saying is, like, there's some intentionality with the seriousness of father, but then there's also some emotionalism with the seriousness of dad, and it's all based upon the child.
Okay, all right. Okay. So my mama was not a Bible scholar. I don't even know if she read much of it ever, but she would teach these parables, and she would have these quotes that she would say like random, and a lot of them stuck with me over the years, but it wasn't until I experienced that particular thing that I understood. And one she used to say all the time, after she fussed about everything she had done for us and how she made these sacrifices for us and we, this and that, she would say, because you need to remember it's mama's baby and dad is
maybe.
So so Key, you heard that before. Lorenzo, you heard that before?
I haven't heard that one.
I keep telling you need to get that card back. Pastor Jay, you heard that before? Okay, so again, Michael. What I did a while ago?
Say that again.
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So what I come to conclude in my once I got a little knowledge and wisdom is that mama was responsible regardless if dad was responsible.
Is that what that means?
No, maybe I didn't think that's what that meant.
Thank you, Brendan. When
my mama would say it, She say it's definitely my child, and I'm definitely responsible for you. And your daddy, maybe or may not. He may show up, and he may not show up. Now, what was the connotation? What y'all got from it?
Connotation for me was Mama was in the streets, and we don't know who
in them streets.
Well,
don't know who it is.
That can apply to my mama too, but you don't get to talk about my mama.
Not your mama. I'm just saying in the context.
First of all, you talked about your own mama. I'm just saying, like, you said your mama.
This show is about dad.
Nobody else said that.
We know that the baby comes from the mama, but like I said, anybody could be on the birth certificate. Any father could be on the birth certificate. Any man that's there at the time where it needs to be signed and the baby needs to leave the hospital can sign that birth certificate under the father.
Brandon, so with that being said, with what you just said right there, I understand what you're meaning about, father, when you pray, you say father, but when you, the way you just said it right there, anybody can be that father.
Yeah, in a natural context, when we're talking about
physical divine aspect, I'm saying yes, Father God.
Yes.
But on that paper, I go, hey, come here and sign this real quick.
Yeah, because the man name on mine ain't even my daddy.
He wasn't gonna be your daddy anyway.
What?
He definitely.
He's not my father or my daddy. He not even kin to me.
And that's real.
One thing. I definitely could say this is another quote. A quote that we've always heard too is that anybody could father a child, but not everybody could be a daddy to a child.
Bam, that's what I heard.
And when you look at that, a lot of times, men, if it was the mother's fault or the man's fault, don't come to be in that role of as a dad. And sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people seen what a quote unquote dad. That's why we got so attached to these TV shows, to what we saw on TV, the Uncle Phils, the Carl Winslows, the things like that, because we're like, this is our ideal of what our dad should be, or dad I wanted to be, because I never had that in my life, especially coming from a single mother. So you sit there and you look at that and you kind of think about, man, for a dad, that's different, because a dad teach you how to shave your face. A dad teach you life lessons of how to things as a man, compared to as a father. Yeah, I'm your father, so give me respect. But like when you look in the streets, respect is earned, not given.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why there's so many distraught relationships between father and child, male or female.
I did not meet my biological dad until I was in second grade, going into third grade.
Mm-hmm.
You beat me. I still ain't met mine.
He had to earn the term dad. I didn't know who that man was.
Okay.
But he put on such a good front that he almost overnight became a dad.
Okay.
So you make choices based on what you see as, oh man, this guy's awesome. This guy's awesome. I want to be with him. So I made that choice. It's
one thing.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Michael, just to answer on to that, sometimes as men, and if you guys didn't know, it's Men Mental Health Awareness Month. And this is something that we have to think as men too. Sometimes the little boy in us come up with unrealistic expectations.
Yes.
And we sit there and be like, man, I know he's my father, but maybe he'll finally get me from the doorstep that I've been waiting for him to pick me up at 35. Maybe he'll finally come and be in the spot where he's supposed to be and actually help me, instead of being what I've always exactly a dad. Yeah, I know you're my father on my birth certificate. From what my mama told me, that is my father. But at the end of the day, your actions of being a dad, being in my life, not using me just because of the connection, but actually guiding me, mentoring me. That's why in the church, let's talk about it, we have so many issues when somebody wants this spiritual father, spiritual mother, because of the absence of our real physical mother and father in life.
Right.
And we start implanting these feelings in the church to these people, and then not realizing that comes with stuff. That comes with stuff too. That comes with your issues that you haven't been healed from. That comes from all of the things that you've been bothered by. You start treating them different because on your bad days, you start thinking about all the stuff that your real father or mother did. So when it comes down to it, I feel like sometimes for me, I could speak for me, when it comes to me and my father's growing relationship, I had to relearn how to deal with them every day, because I couldn't deal with the 7-year-old trauma, the 10-year-old trauma, the 12-year-old trauma. I have to talk to him as the 35-year-old and in that headspace, instead of wanting my dad, because everybody want a dad. I don't care how hard you think. The most coldest person would be like, they biological father died. They be like, I never knew him, but you still cry because you sit there and be like, the what ifs, the what could have happened, and be like, man, that was my dad, and I could never fix that.
And that's what
Definitely.
happened.
Hold on, Michael. You've been hogging the mic today. Lorenzo, you got a mic, but it's not on. I need you to talk into the mic.
Well,
they chime in on this conversation.
They hitting all the key elements and everything. So I was just sitting back, let them go and talk. But one thing I gotta say is this: is that y'all definition is all the same when it comes to father and when it comes to dad. But up here in these New York streets, they switch that thing all around.
What do you mean?
They give praise and honor to when they say to a dad, that's your father. It's like a respect thing. It's like he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's there for you. He's paying the bills. He's taking you to the store, taking you to get a haircut. They consider that to be a father. And then the dad scenario is, oh, he just your dad. He ain't nothing. He ain't no good. They took that dad word and made it bad. So when
that's a baby daddy.
That's a baby daddy. That's a deadbeat dad. They took that dad word as y'all putting it where it's like that's that personal touch. That's that personal thing. But they reversed it up here and said father is more of a connective thing.
So
because he's doing everything that he is supposed to do as a man, as your father's supposed to do. Love on you, take care of you, do all these things. And then they be like, oh, no, that's just your baby daddy.
But you're saying they. Who is they? Say their names. What do you say?
Somebody mother. Baby mother.
The women that I hear talking. The women that I hear talking out in these streets.
So what do you think
on in these streets?
So I knew you was coming. So this is my question to you, Mr. Lorenzo. Are you a father or are you a dad?
I'm both.
Question. My question for you is
a double-minded man, unstable.
I got a question real quick.
I agree with Lorenzo though. What he just said, he is both. If he's been a father by legality and he's been a dad in their life to guide, you are both. There's some people that is either or.
That's how we started this conversation.
Yes,
a dad can be a father, but a father cannot be a dad. That's what I mean, Renzo. I don't know if I'm supposed to know this or not, but your children, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they were to get into, matter of fact, if you were to pick up the phone, or they to pick up the phone and call you right now, are they gonna say father? Or are they gonna say dad?
It all depends. Sometimes my daughter say. Sometimes my daughter be like father.
Right, when she wants something.
That means she wants something.
Exactly. So
everyone got that same vibe.
Here we go.
It's that's like, how about father?
That's the context. That's what I'm saying.
Look, it goes like this. Hold on. Listen. It goes like this. Hello, father.
How much you need?
Yeah, real proper interview status.
Like a father can send money. A father can pay child support, but a dad will take you to school. A dad will come to a game. A dad will be at a recital.
Let them
a
know
father can pay the bills. A father can put food in the house, Because that a father and a provider go hand in hand, just like in ministry, just like in the context of God.
Oh, you got them.
Well, you know
You
that,
see what I'm saying? They are synonymous.
you know, that's crazy that you said that, because when you think about it, when it comes down to a father will not sacrifice for a child's time because he's focused on providing a need, a ride, providing a need, food, providing something, but they will not see a cherished moment in time with the child because that's not part. And when it comes down to sacrifice, how much would you sacrifice if they came up and said, right, Dad, I need you to come get me out of jail. Man, son, I got to go to work tomorrow. And that would be a father in that aspect, because he's always worried about, there's no emotional tie to it. And I'm not about to sacrifice my time for you right now because I got things to do.
But it's Father's Day.
Come on in here, Michael. I see you there in the comments. I need to hear from you, Michael. What say ye? Father versus dad. Who's what and why? Okay, come on. You must have. I spoke that up prophetically, but that's sin.
No,
that's his job. That's in his job description. Okay, I was reading that real run. Yeah. Okay, so that's in his job description. Sorry. So what's in whose job description? Make that clear, because it might have came in a little late, or I read it a little late. But that's in whose
that's father and provider.
It's a difference of, like, that's why I say earlier when me and Brent was having a conversation, I said what it is that some of these people, they misconstrue the names and they reversed it, like they reversed it, because even if you look at some of these reality shows, they said on those shows, like, he just a dad, he had this, that, he ain't nothing, and they try to push that down. But if you're personable, you are both. If you're there for your child, loving on your child, doing it, you are father and dad. Yeah. And I used to get upset. My cousin told me this one time, like, if there's a single mother and on Father's Day, which is coming up this Sunday, she always be like, don't text me Happy Father's Day. I'm not the father. I am their mother. That just have the responsibility because the father's not around. But I'm not the dad. So don't text me Happy Father's Day.
And that's one of the things that, being a single mom of two boys, that I've always been careful of. No, I can never be their father. No, I don't try to be their father. And there's definitely some things that I can't teach a boy. Listen, my son was running around here looking like Harry Potter around the face, and I don't know how to teach him how to shave. So that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And so we have to make sure, and I'm saying this to y'all women folk who run around here because there ain't no man in your house. That's not them cheering fault. So don't go around there teaching those children that you're their father and their mother, because you're not. You can never be. But I think it's important as a mother to ensure that there is some male guidance in those homes where the father is absent. Because again, at the end of the day, whatever you and your boo did or didn't do is the reason that he's not there. So that's not the child's fault. And so a father, a dad, a male figure needs to be present in some form. And I'm not saying put somebody in your house. Now, don't go say you just said bring this man home. That's not what I'm saying. But needs to be present in the lives of these children, because it's imperative. And I'm grateful to God that He has given me for my two boys. Did y'all know Dallas graduated? I think I said it at the beginning of the show. I'm gonna say it again. I'm so excited about it, and he about to get kicked out. I mean, I'm about to be an empty nester. But I've been blessed and fortunate to have men folk invest in my children. The pastor of the church, just big brothers, just people that would invest in sharing and sowing into their lives. Not to say that their dad hasn't been a part of their life, but wasn't in the home on a permanent basis. So it definitely makes a difference. And I'm glad I'm on here with y'all football men. Yeah, Michael, you ball. So it's definitely
anyway.
It's important to have a dad, a father, that male figure. Now, what I want to ask, Michael, you've shared specifically your relationship with your father, on, off, in, out, up, down, roundabout. Brendan, you kind of touched on it a little bit at the beginning, that your dad, your father prayed and your parents did a good job. Talk just a little bit real quickly, because it's 5:39, about your personal, if anyone that's open to that, your personal relationship with your male parent.
All right, so for me, it's crazy. My dad is my best friend, and it ain't always been like that though. Like, my dad, he turned up on me as a kid, and I didn't understand why. But my dad also taught me so much before there was a gap in our relationship. And that gap was necessary for him to be the best dad that he could be when the gap was closed. And now my dad, like I said, my dad's my best friend. You know what I mean? There are lessons that he's taught me that I still stand on to this day. As he got older, he also got more emotional. He became more nurturing. And it was kind of like, as a baby, he was nurturing. As a little kid, he was nurturing. Preteen, he was like, yeah, I'm on your head. Teenager, he was like, oh yeah, we getting into it. I'm on your head. And then college and on, it was just like, you my son. I love you. I've taught you what I needed to teach you. And I see that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You are helping. You're standing on your own 2 feet. And I just think that's the relationship a father and a son are supposed to have. But my dad, I can say, outside of my wife, of course, but like my dad, that's my best friend. That's my dog.
Wow. Love that. I love that. Anybody else want to share? No?
Me? Oh man.
You done shared already.
No, Mike got a lot.
You done shared.
Mike catching up for last week.
My dad was my best friend. He was.
Go ahead, Mike.
And thinking about, hindsight's 20/20. It's clear, crystal clear. You learn who somebody is. You learn who your father is, your dad is, if he wasn't in your life. I took the gamble to learn. I wanted to know at a young age who he was. It took me 10 years to find out, and I found out. But in those 10 years, he's given me life lessons, just like he said. I know how to do a lot of things that most people don't know how to do. But the things as far as being there for me, I have to give him a lot of credit, because he taught me how not to treat a woman. He taught me how not to do certain things, how not to trust people. It's crazy lessons that he taught that go all the way to now. But were they good lessons or bad lessons? Either way, they were lessons. And he's always going to be my dad. Always.
There you go.
Always.
Lorenzo, Pastor Jay, I got to start calling names, because
is it my turn? Well, go ahead, Pastor Jay. You, I guess. Go ahead. Okay. Yes, first.
So growing up, my mom was young and my dad was ex-military, coming out of a relationship. So it was a lot of aspects with my parents, especially because me and my mom are 18 years apart and my dad was about 22 when they got together. And when it came down to that aspect, it was a lot. And from the early 90s, coming from like just a lot. It was just a lot. A young, I guess you could say young ghetto fabulous relationship from the Bay Area. And when I think about growing up with my dad, I saw him always as a I guess you could say the judge, the executioner in the jury.
Judge Dredd.
Because he always it was dreadful every time something happened. Not saying I wasn't bad, but I had and if you grew up black, you probably have that family member. He liked to harp on things. It could be, you know, you remember when you did this and remember when you did that, and you know, you just bad, which I had to fight against that, even with my kids, because parents don't realize they label their kids, and eventually after hearing it so long, they start believing it. And you have to start kind of like taking the, like Michael said, I took some good things from him. He was disciplined, where he learned from the military, but then it was a lot of things I didn't take from him. And then I saw what kind of dad he had. God rest my grandfather who just passed. He really had this strained generational curse between his dad and my grandfather, and then my dad and my grandfather had it. And I was just like, I gotta be the difference, because I can't sugarcoat. What kills most relationships between son and father is sugarcoating it. Because we sit here and we're like, well, you know, I don't want to say it because I feel like it'd be disrespectful. Well, that happened to me, I don't want to really express it because I feel like they're gonna be in their feelings or they're gonna shut me down. But one thing that I realize is that when you make it plain and keep the truth up front, it mends relationships, because then you start understanding their mindset. You know, I understand being hard. I understand a lot of things. Like for my dad lost his mom at the age of 7. So the nurturing part he really didn't get from his mama growing into teenage and adult years. He just had the stern drill sergeant dad. So that was all he knew. And once I got old enough to understand how his mindset was, I understood him more clearly. But it was still a lot of things that I had to voice for myself and get over for myself as a complex, like not thinking I'm not smart, thinking I couldn't do things, all kind of things that I heard growing up, because that was his way of trying to, you know, steer me in the right direction, kind of like what Brandon said, but it was just in a different way. It was just kind of like
controlling,
a panic mode. A panic mode. Because when they don't know what to say and they don't know how to say things, us black people say some off the wall things to each other without thinking about the repercussion of our words. And we sometimes have to kind of sit back and be like, it didn't need all that. You didn't need to get beat all that way. And if it was a repeating thing, why I didn't look more into it. So, yeah, I would definitely say when it comes down to language and all those things, I learned how to speak life and not death, because I just grew up with a lot of death and a lot of people speaking death and so quick to those things.
Wow.
You've hit so many awesome things that you just said. And
hang tight, Michael. I want to hear from Lorenzo, because I think it's important to get a different perspective than what we've heard thus far. So Lorenzo, you were gonna share. Come on.
How may I help you out of that?
Nah, come on. You were
come on.
Oh, it's my turn. Y'all picked me to talk. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Talk about your father.
Huh? What? Talk about my father.
Talk about your father.
Let me talk about my father. My father passed away when I was 5 years old.
Okay.
In the story?
No. Come on.
You gonna let him off that easy, yielded?
So one of the things that I definitely wanted to pull from that part of the conversation is because the stigma around parenting or being a father because they didn't have a father. We don't know how to do it. We're not the best there. I didn't have a dad growing up, so that's why I've made these mistakes with my children. I wanted to pull that aspect out because just the little bit of time that I've been around Lorenzo, and hearing him talk, I'm gonna tell this part while he's off the camera. The first time I had a conversation with Lorenzo about his kids, he was my daughter and my baby, and my son, when I heard the conversation, we 10-15 minutes in, and then you say, and then my daughter graduated. Now this whole 10-15 minute conversation, I'm thinking we talking about some toddlers, because the amount of compassion that he and my daughter and my son, and it was just like, oh, okay, he got some 2-year-olds, some 3-year-olds, and then he said they was 100 and one was 97. I was like, wait a minute, like these some real big grown people, and it was because the love and the compassion that he talks about his children. I just knew they had to be some little teeny tiny babies, and so I want to look in the camera and say to all of you fathers, dads, what male parents out here that are saying you're not a good father, you give me a bad pass because my daddy wasn't in my life. That's some poo-poo. And I want y'all to stop saying that. And the reason I say that is because, again, the short time that I've been around Lorenzo and the love that he has. Now, Brennan, you probably can chime in here and tap a little bit more than I can. The love and the compassion that he has for his children. What you got? What happened? Who's saying
it was a diss? Can I testify?
Can
I testify on this?
But hold on, Lorenzo is back.
Can I testify? I just want to say it real quick. Can I testify this and give a Negro pass for this? It's not a lie.
2 minutes at the funeral. Come on, 2 minutes.
Okay, it's not a lie, because you cannot expect behavior from somebody that never seen a learned behavior. If I never seen a husband before, how am I supposed to be a husband? I seen baby daddies, I seen gangbangers, I seen drug dealers, I done seen pimps, I done seen all these things growing up, but I've never seen somebody go to church, because I was the first. They was like, why you go to church? You a holy roller? So sometimes you have to understand, whoever said that to you, Miss Nisha, I'm not to pick on you, I just wanted to say that, but this is a real life reason why men shut down. That is acceptable, because he's telling you where he is. If you want him to know where, if I never seen what a husband looked like, I'm learning just like if you might have seen your mama be a wife. I've never seen my dad be a husband. You might have, and if you did, you might have had a horrible way.
Right here. We're gonna go right back and forth right here, because this is exactly what I was saying. Is not an excuse. Now, it's acceptable to say that that's why you're lacking or why you're learning, but it's not okay to say that you don't know how to be a dad, because this man just sat here and said that his father passed at 5 years old. Now, where he learned how to be a father from there, I don't, that's for him to share with us. But this man exhibits fatherly characteristics that he didn't get from his father.
But there's some there.
Go ahead, Brendan.
I just want to be clear. I see where both of you all are coming from, right?
Don't come in here mediate.
But let me just be clear. Let's be clear. Yielded. You would be the recipient of a man that says that.
And I can see that coming from a female's perspective as well.
It'll be that way. It'll be that way because you're receiving whatever he's lacking in. No. Think about it. Like, if a man grew up under the realm of an alcoholic and he started drinking out of his dad's cabinet at the age of 10. And so by the time he meets you, he's an alcoholic and doesn't know how to process any of his emotions outside of being an alcoholic. He may say, I don't know anything different. You see what I'm saying? And
I understand exactly what you're saying, Brennan. but I think it's number two. And I say that because, and I want to cuss right there. I think I say that even if it were a mother saying, I don't know how to be a mother because I didn't have a mother in my household. I think anything in life is a choice.
Yeah.
You didn't have a father. You didn't have a mother. Your mother or dad, whoever was an alcoholic. What did you choose? Because I can very well sit here and say, I'm a crackhead and I can be a crackhead because my mama was a crackhead. I could be an absent parent because my father was absent. But I chose not to take those paths.
Right.
As a crackhead
can I say
or
something
as an
real quick?
But it
Miss Hilda?
came after you understood. Like
no, because I ain't never been no crackhead. There wasn't no after.
I'm just saying, like you understood the effects of it. You see what I'm saying? Like those choices come.
Yes.
But the choices come after you understand that whatever you're doing is hurting the recipient. That's
because
what I mean.
One thing I wanted to add on to that too, because when somebody says to you, first of all, that they become vulnerable enough to say, you're having these expectations of me, right? And I never knew it, is not the end of a conversation. It's a conversation starter saying, this is where I'm at.
But it's
wherever
not
I'm lacking, wherever I'm at, this is what I come with. How can I be better? Because a lot of times no one has all of the answers. And I see that constantly where people, because it's not just men, because there's sometimes people like, man, my wife just can't be the way I want her to be. Well, she's never saw the way that you want her to be. And we're never going to be 100% to people's expectations. Right. But if you're not having these open dialogues and these understanding of where people are coming from, you can't sit here and say, I need you to be like this, but you're not explaining to me, how do I get there? That's like Christianity. I want you to be saved. How do I do it?
I understand. And these conversations can go back and forth and back. But I want to say,
I like that song. That was Cameo. Back, forth.
You know what?
We all have soul Tourette's. But here's my thing with this. At the point that he and or she knew about the birds and the bees, for lack of better words, they understood the potential or possibility of reproducing. Okay? So if you never saw a father and or a mother in the household, then why are you playing mama and daddy to make babies, and then these children are the end results of your irresponsibility? Because that's what it is. You ain't never saw a daddy, but you're gonna go over here and thump and romp and make a baby.
So what about people who get married with people who already have children? Or what about people who are stepfathers or stepmothers? You see what I'm saying? Like it ain't all over.
So you knew the furniture came with the house. So
yeah,
if you never knew, you should have made that clear at the beginning. Look, my daddy wasn't in my house. I don't know how to be no daddy to these children, so we probably shouldn't get married. Again, it's a choice.
What man?
But I'm gonna tell you that I would never hear no. First of all, no woman would say that and be like, "You're not gonna get married because you ain't never seen no daddy."
But you want to come back and say, "Oh, I never saw it, so I don't know how to be it." You need to be a man and or a woman.
No,
and
it's
up front.
what Pastor Jalen's saying is that it's not. I never saw it, so I don't know how to do it. It's I never saw it, so if you know how to do it, help me help you.
That ain't what was said. That ain't what was said. Don't be
exactly.
That's
exactly.
Like
you,
if you know,
you done got the alphabet tied up.
What I'm saying,
I think we should go to a commercial.
If you know what you expect out of a husband,
I'm mad at Brian.
Hey,
I'm not. I got mad.
I know what you're saying,
Hold on, everybody.
Brandon,
go to a commercial first, please.
We're gonna go to a quick commercial, but I got somebody else that's in my best of you that I'm gonna bring out.
Let him eat some animal crackers first.
We're gonna take a quick minute and a half commercial, and we're gonna come right back.
The Gospel Sounds Music Awards is coming to Birmingham, Alabama, Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Hosted by Sir Every Drake and Yielded. Featuring the New Hope Mass Choir, Brian Woods, and the Voices of Victory, Phyllis Wong, Keenan Coleman, B.J. Williams, and Shabak. Terrence Gamble, and the Living Testimony community singers, Michael Lee and Ron Summers, and many more. All roads lead to the Greater Grace Church, 1945 Centerpoint Parkway, Centerpoint, Alabama. VIP reception 5 p.m. Red carpet 5:30 p.m. Main show 7 p.m. Tickets are $35 in advance, 40 at the door. VIP 50. Get your tickets at Eventbrite. The Gospel Sounds Music Awards. Don't you dare miss it.
It ain't hosted by me. They over here tearing me up. Where y'all been? It's already 6 o'clock, and these men folk with all this testosterone over here making me feel like a girl. Listen, y'all, we're having a conversation. Fathers versus dads, dads versus fathers, and these men folk think they trying to tell me something. No, we're having an amazing conversation. Where y'all been? Get in here, like and share. Get the people in here for the rest of the show, because it's almost, I don't like time, and I don't like all this testosterone, and I don't like, let me go put a beard or something on, because I'm already looking bald right now, but don't worry about it. Listen, like and share the video. Get the people in here, because we're going to finish this conversation, and I ain't tell you to bring me people in here yet. I ain't want to talk to all these people yet. You know what? Just have it.
Keep bringing in that testosterone.
You'll be a program director. If I be a program director, I'm going to push all the buttons and bring the people in while the lady is still talking and the music is still going. And it's okay, because I'm a dad or a father. Depends on what's going on. But don't worry about it, y'all.
Whoa. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are here each and every Tuesday from 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I feel like I'm being bullied.
2 to 5 PS time, and 5 to 8 ES time, which is Eastern and Pacific. But ladies and gentlemen,
Wait, hold on, Lorenzo. Can we have a conversation just like it's just me and you? Just like 2 seconds.
How may I help you?
Why was my theme music still going and I was still talking when you had pushed the button like I wasn't saying nothing?
Because you said
I feel undervalued at this time.
You said bringing the guests, and I can't see your mouth moving, so move back a little bit.
I'm in your face right now because we're having a conversation.
We're in the circles.
Okay, you move back.
I don't want to be in the circle.
Okay. Anyway, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FIYAH Show. We are here, like I said, and we are talking about fathers versus dads. Now, earlier you guys asked me about my father. Like I said, my father passed away when I was 5 years old. So I really couldn't experience a dad taking over. Then my mom's remarried, then he passed away. So it's like I really didn't have somebody in my life, but I did have somebody. And the person that I had was my older brother. You know what I'm saying? And his name is Mike.
Yeah.
Mike. Yes. So he was actually he took that note.
I think I can call Mike. Mike, can you join us on the FIYAH Show real quick? Okay. I think he can join us. See if he out there. Check.
There he is.
Hey, Mike.
I'll be a prophet of all prophets. I knew he was here.
There wasn't enough testosterone in the house.
Yeah.
Mike,
how y'all
welcome
doing?
to the FIYAH Show.
Hey, thank you. Hey, y'all doing some things up there. I love it.
Listen, I need you to do me a huge favor because I'm old. You seem like you way back here. Can you zoom in? I need to see your eyeballs. I need to see how honest she is. Yeah, look at that. Look at God. Oh, and your handsome. Look at that. Oh, this is amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Your fatherly knowledge. Look like you might have gave Lorenzo some of this gray beard stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's my little brother. Yeah, that's my man's right there.
I see what y'all doing here. I love this. It looks like it's
I cut off the hair. I cut off the hair. Yeah, I cut off the hair.
Lorenzo.
Y'all delete it. Ren is a mess. Ren, what's up, baby?
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
How y'all doing, fam? How y'all doing out there, yo?
Man, we good, man. Let me introduce everybody. This is my brother, aka / like the bonus dad that we had when we was growing up. My mom's had 7 kids, and we actually are a very tight knit group. We only had each other as we were growing up. And I hear everybody, you guys talking about your dad. You had ups and downs. I didn't experience all them things, so earlier I kind of got a little emotional because I started thinking about it, and then I was like, where'd that come from? So I had to just check out for a second. But I'm back now, and we've been through some rocky roads. My brother will tell you, but we are still so tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Yes.
Yeah. So we talking about Mike. We sitting here. We talking about fathers versus dads. We're not talking about a father versus a dad. What we talking about is the stigma that they put on the word dad or the word father. So what it is that up in New York, they had it different than they got it down there. Down there, they were saying dads are the more personable ones, but up here in New York, they switched it around, talking about the fathers are the more personable ones. But like I said, I'm both. I'm personal. I'm financial. I'm there. So I'm a father and a dad. But some people put that little negative twist on it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I need you to just give your input of what a dad is. Basically, you just say what you did. Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, it's simple. It's simple. What a dad is, the reason why that's an issue with, especially from a lot of women, is because it's my baby daddy. There's no real men that, so it's just a baby daddy effect. And then you got the father. That's my father. Like, he does everything for me, and so that's how they level that up. But when we have kids that we have, it's a lot different. Like, you can be the dad, you can be the father. Depends on how your child views you, So that's one of the things I love. I just love being that on both, because I'm both. I'm the fun dad. Now I can be a father, stern, a little strict, and that's it. So that's it.
Like Nisha said, Nisha here, she said, like I said, I come from it who didn't see it yet, became the most amazing fathers and dads, because like Yildiz said, they made a choice.
Yep.
That's right, Nisha. You better give me some estrogen from the choir stand. I'm sick of this men stuff in here. Where is the I'm gonna call somebody. I'm gonna get Oprah or Sherry Shepherd. Somebody's gonna come co-host this show with me, because I'm sick. I'm sick of all of these men folk. But this is definitely good conversation, and it needs to be had. And I'm excited to have all of these good, strong men in here that have been present fathers, dads, or whichever word you choose to say in your child's life. I'm super excited about seeing that. And listen, y'all black. Michael, you kind of, but having grandfathers be a part of. Are you still hearing me? Because I'm seeing a bunch of stuff go on.
Yeah,
on the screen.
we see.
We can hear you.
And Michael is Creole. Leave him alone.
Michael, look, he got his black card. Mike, that's your EBT card. Put that up. That's your EBT card.
Oh my God. Yo, what's
So I'm so excited about having this conversation and being able to have this conversation from a male standpoint, because at the end of the day, sometimes when we as women begin to have these conversations, it go to a little bit of bashing, and it goes to a little bit of deadbeat, and it goes to a little bit of all of this that takes away from the focus of what we really desire for it to be. And so look, Nisha wants you to put that card up there so she can zoom in on that number. Nisha, you're showing your New York style. Don't do that.
Right. Go and put that up there. Let me go and type it in. That's my baby sister right there.
Yeah, Nisha finna hustle you out them coins. Put it up there one more time. But I think it's important, again, to get the male perspective on this very thing, because it's lost so many times in translation. It's lost so many times in the Black household. And again, it becomes this bad representation of who Black men or Black fathers are. And so I'm excited to have this conversation. Thank you, Mike, for coming in. Definitely, that was a surprise. Pastor Jay,
you got it, girl.
I knew you was coming, but look, I know it's we want to keep having this conversation, but it's 6:09, which means we've missed the testimony period of the church, and so we got to get to it. Look, Mike, let me help you, and Nisha. So bullying has took on a new form. And Lorenzo is the master of it. So when I'm not on cue, he bullies me by the words that start scrolling across the bottom of the screen, telling me what I'm supposed to be doing. Look, you're cheering. You ain't my daddy. You're cheering daddy, okay?
My cheering dad. Okay, got you.
So right now we're gonna get into the I don't like. So we're going into the I don't likes, Lorenzo. Is that okay?
We are going to the I don't like. Can you explain to our viewers what I don't like is, and also our guests that never played the game? Let's go.
It's not a game. It's a testimony period. And I don't like how your tone changed, and it took on like a fatherly tone. Telling me what to do.
Oh my God.
That's because once you're a dad, you don't go nowhere. It's in there.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right,
Daddy, your turn. Daddy, your turn.
Daddy, your turn. You said turn.
Yeah, Daddy, your turn. But look, before I get into the on likes, I just got some breaking news. And so because I get breaking news, Lorenzo, you don't know everything. I got this breaking news, and so I'm responsible for this breaking news. Okay? So just chill out and be okay with it.
Break it down.
What's up, nice? It's your boy Cousin Al, and listen, it is that time of year. This upcoming week will be Father's Day. This upcoming Sunday, so we do not want.
This buffering.
That's why you send it to me.
I didn't. They didn't send it to me. They sent it to me.
That's why I'm the producer.
Hey, he sent this to me. He said this is fresh off the press. So
okay,
I just went with you.
Let this week go by without recognizing some fire fathers. We would be remiss if we did not take the time to celebrate the dads out there who are making it happen. Fathers cannot be replaced. Fathers are one of a kind. A father is a boy's first hero and his daughter's first love. So let's take this time to recognize some of our fire fathers. Happy Father's Day.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Now, somebody tell Shanika that's not my baby. We went through the DNA thing. 3 boxes say that's not my baby, so it's only a 97% chance that that's my child. The child don't look nothing like me, so I don't know why y'all want to play in my face. Happy Father's Day.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. What in the world? Oh, no. Breathe.
Lord.
Love it. Yeah. Alleged.
So well. It was going so well. I don't like that we got breaking news right before the I don't like. So for those of you that are first time viewers, watchers, or even visitors to the FIYAH Show, this is a church. I know it don't look like your typical church. We don't need a pastor because everybody can know he got up and he coming back. And all that good stuff. So what we do here is testimony period. So our testimony period is a little bit different than your traditional church. So here on the FIYAH Show, at the FIYAH Church, you are simply allowed to say what your pet peeve is, what gets on your nerves. You can get all of that stuff out right here on the Fire Show. But the only caveat to it, you don't have to kneel down, Brennan. You say you're going, old school church. You don't have to kneel on the moaning bench. You don't have to sing a hymn. You don't have to do any of that before you testify. You just simply say, I don't like. Okay, so I'm gonna give an example, and this is gonna be a good one.
Tell them how to say it again. Tell them how to say it again.
I don't like.
One more time.
I don't like.
And you gotta say it like that. Because we like the word so much that we bought it and we trademarked it, so it belongs to the Fire Church, okay? And so when you testify, you gotta say, I don't like. And I know none of you would be, guilty of this. So this is gonna be my example. I don't like when brother come up to me and want to holler at me. He smell good, he look good. I mean, he dressed to the nine. But for some reason or another, around the perimeter of his head looks like the murder scene at First 48. He got this chalk round through him. I don't know what that is.
I'm done.
And then some of them go as far as to go to the barber, and I guess the barber is Picasso or Leonardo or some sort of artist, and he takes paint and spray rhyme through here and draw. I don't like that. I don't like that. And yeah, I think it's getting ridiculous because now they're putting it in the beards and carrying on. They're drawing, trapezoids right around through here, and I don't like that. I mean, bro, you was fine and you was looking good till you got close, and I saw your artwork. I don't like that. I don't like that.
You know what? And while y'all thinking about y'all, we got my boy RJ. RJ, what's going on? He said, I don't like that a rapper got a BET Gospel Award. I didn't even see that.
That's the one who say we go together. Ain't that the girl?
Oh, Glorilla?
Yeah, Glow got a
oh my
God. Got her BET Gospel Award.
Glow?
Yeah.
Gloria Hallelujah Jones? Okay.
Glorilla?
Yeah. Glow is short for glory.
I know. That's her name.
Gloria.
Like glory, hallelujah. Not glory. No.
Or glow somewhere and sit down.
Glow somewhere and sit down.
We got another I don't like it from Nisha Nicole. She said, I don't like that y'all don't acknowledge all my comments.
Oh, she coming at you.
I know.
This is a shot fired. This is a shot fired that yielded. I don't like that I ain't been a guest yet.
So the way your text responses are, like I text you on Monday and you hit me back like Tuesday of the next week. This probably, yeah. I love you, Nisha. I'm gonna text you right now. And we're gonna get you on. But
she coming hard. She said, I don't like that I'm ready to eat dinner, but my husband is still on the show. I
like Let me respond to two of those. So Brandon, who contacted you to be on the show?
Lorenzo.
Oh, okay. Brandon, who tells you when to leave the show?
Nobody. I don't know who tells them. You do.
No. Don't put it all on me. You do. So Nisha,
it's the
Nisha, the ball dude.
It's the ball brothers. The ball brothers.
Yeah, right.
Guest for the show.
She said, I don't like you trying to call me out on the show.
I don't think she's trying.
But you on my show calling me out.
Yeah.
I think she's calling you out, Rizzo, because she knows who books guests. Well, Nisha, we gonna get you on.
Babe, you're a trip.
Anyway, to my gentleman that's here, do y'all got any I don't likes? Y'all got any testimonies?
I don't like that Father's Day is always crowded with all these other holidays.
Graduations.
Graduations, Juneteenth, everything else. That's why we only got a small one shelf in Walmart.
True talk.
I don't like that all y'all other states celebrating Juneteenth and y'all was free 2 years prior. It was just us.
It's not my fault that Texas was backwards. Y'all was still doing freedom.
But I'm just saying, why
not
y'all
over
celebrating
there.
with us? Why y'all celebrating? Y'all was free for Independence Day. I'm just saying. Go ahead. You history buffs. Come on.
Go ahead, Brent.
Come on.
Big Mike. What you got?
Brent, go ahead. Go ahead, B. I'll let B go.
I don't like
all them degrees. Almost wouldn't let him say I don't.
Never mind. Mike, you can go. I know. It's not nice.
Come on. I don't like. Look, this is how you do it. I don't like when somebody got crutches and they come up to the front of the church and they want to sing, "I'm learning to lean on Jesus."
Lorenzo, I'm about to put you out again.
I don't like when you. Okay, I got two. I got two. The first one. I don't like when you know your dress too tight, but your friends won't tell you.
Ooh.
Your what? Too tight, bro?
Your dress.
Like
when
dress.
You come up and you a little
Don't you hate that, Lorenzo,
you
when
box,
your dress is too
but
tight?
your friends won't. Like your friends won't tell you. Your family won't tell you. Your spouse won't tell you. People in the church won't tell you. Like, well, ain't nobody gonna tell you. You know. Okay, you living on borrowed time. Go ahead and just size up.
So basically, you saying that like what Glow said, they out there with the moose knuckles out there showing.
You're so
no, not moose. I'm
Jay, can he say that on the air?
He just said no.
And then
The views of the Yielded FIYAH Show is all based off their own personal views. I just had to put that disclaimer out there.
had to put that on there.
Now, Pastor Jay, I just want to be clear. This also includes those who come up and sing praise and worship, and you know that you're a distraction with your clothes being too tight. Men and women. I just want to be clear about that. I don't like that. Second one, I don't like when you know your kid's bad and you still want to get mad at the teacher and the principal at the parent-teacher conference. You know
you better come on as a teacher. I'm a teacher. I like that. You better come on now. You preaching now
because you tired of them.
They was jumping on you, and now you mad that they bad at school. Come
on. The child is a reflection of what they see.
That's so true. Behavior. Learn behavior. Mic drop.
Learn behavior.
And that's why they #we grow up and say, I ain't seen it. I need to know how to do it. I'm sorry, I just had to bring that back in there, but we're gonna go to the next one.
Mike said, I don't like when someone always grabbing the mic and can't sing.
And listen, I think lies originated in the church. Because what's the first thing they say when they get up there and start singing that song and know they can't sing? I'm a little under the weather. I apologize. And then the congregation come right behind them and say,
let them use you.
Right. No, it's not. All y'all lying.
Let me tell you the best one that I ever heard, and I know she's gonna get me because she probably listened to it right now. She said, take all my
I know where he going.
We didn't hear it.
Go ahead, Rick.
She said, take all of my mistakes in love.
Who that's for?
Rick, you gonna get dealt with, bro. You know she gonna come for you, Rick.
Who said that, Mike? You gotta tell it. Who said that?
Nope.
I don't know. That's him and her now. He done open up a door. That's hey. Go ahead, Rick. Yeah, that's something. He'll tell you after off there.
Lucy says, I don't like my job made me late for the show.
Yeah.
Come on, Big Mike. You got to come on with I don't like this.
I don't like.
No.
Mike. I think Mike O is going.
Too many mics going on here.
Oh, which mic is it? Which one? Oh, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Mike O.
No. Mike O.
No, you go ahead. You the guest.
So all right, thanks.
Hold on, Mike. Before you look, Scrolling on the screen, it says, I don't like. I know you're educated and stuff, and you.
Oh, we gotta say it like that. I'm sorry, man. All right. I don't like. Okay. I don't like when people get up on and grab the mic, know their breath ain't right, you know, and when you know it, yeah, they and then they want to hand you the mic after they done breathed all in it.
Yeah,
breath on hot.
I'm with you with that one, Mike. I think it's first of all the pastor's aide and armor bearer's responsibility to make sure that pastor is on check before he does altar call.
Right. I love it.
You want to call the people up and pray for them. The people falling out. It's not in the spirit. It's because your mouth is hot.
Right. All of hot. All of that.
It's amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Bring men. You know. Bring.
See, the mother came in the church anymore with the men.
Yeah, amen. Pastor, amen.
I keep a whole pack of them for special people. I'm trying to tell you.
And listen, for the seasoned saints that's at your church, Key, would you let Mother and them know that Ricola is not a mint?
All the holes for that.
Let Mother and them know that's a cough drop. That's a medicine.
That's a throat lozenge.
Throat lozenge. I don't like.
Misha said my cover should be a thing.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Let me tell y'all something. They started using them during COVID, but they did away with them, and I think they need to make a comeback because some of these mics smell like.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Take the mic. Take the mic.
Everybody should have their own sponge. That's what they should have, is their own sponge.
Yes.
Mic cover.
What was you about to say, Mike?
Me?
Yeah.
I was gonna feed off of what Brendan said. I don't like when friends don't say when you got a booger.
Oh, just hanging.
Mike.
Yeah.
Tell me that ain't true.
That's true. That's very true. They waving at you.
And then when
just waving at you.
When you look in the mirror and you be like, oh man.
Listen, you ain't too hungry. You still over here typing, Nisha. Steady talking about
right?
Look, I live here. You don't.
RJ.
There's my little brother.
Stop the bleeding.
Mr. Key, you already told us don't nobody tell you when to leave. So, I mean.
I'm just trying to let you know. I live here. You don't.
I live here. You don't.
Baby, please don't eat without me, baby. Please.
Look, he walking with his laptop like this.
I don't like that Nisha hasn't told us what's for dinner yet.
Yeah,
that part. She didn't say everything else.
And here she come. What you say?
It ain't for you.
You heard that, didn't you, Michael?
Me and my house. He said, for me and my house.
That's why
For me and my house, we should have some turkey wings.
If you invite me back on the show, I'll let you know we ate after the fact. How about that? I got you, Mike. I got you.
So
we'll be back next week.
Maybe when you get invited, you can come.
Wait. I don't like y'all being in my business. Who's hungry?
No, we not.
Pastor J, what's your I don't like? You got an I don't like?
I said mine already.
Shout out to the messy fire night in the comments. You are the messiest fire night for the day.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like that the fire nights are getting out of control.
You know why they're out of control? Because the head fire night is not here. And his last name Harris has not been here tonight.
Where is? I don't like that it's her birthday and she don't come and say anything.
Well, you know the lady
Here,
retired, so she
commented on everything but not be here on her birthday. I don't like that.
Thank you. I don't like.
Now, what I don't like is that she gonna wake up at 4 a.m. and watch the show and comment on everything like it's live.
Everything.
And it's gonna ping my phone all night long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a shared experience, Yielded. That's a very shared experience. Because y'all are in Texas time. I'm in California. It's 2:00. I hear ding, 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 ding,
oh,
ding,
he in Cali.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he over there. He over there on the West Coast.
But
yeah, with our family, with our other family.
Yep, right in Vegas.
Pastor J,
wow.
I believe sharing is caring. So I added Lorenzo to the 4 a.m. text messages. So she gonna be texting him too. So Lorenzo, that's why we really added you to the page so you can get all of those messages at
You better come on now. With the share.
Yeah, we sharing. Right. Sharing is caring. So Pastor J, do you have an I don't like?
Nope.
You do not. Now you use coming on the FIYAH Show. This is the home of the I don't likes.
Gotta have.
I already said mine.
Did you not hear the theme song?
I don't like that you didn't hear my original I don't like.
Ooh.
Oh.
Shots fired.
I don't like that you're on that show and I didn't know you were coming and you're being rude.
Whoa.
I don't like the animosity.
Well, you know what?
So,
let me thank my guests.
Amazing.
Let's thank our guest for coming on.
Lift your hands.
Well, and I'm going to let him go. Brand, we appreciate you for coming on. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're going to let you go. We're going to exit you out of here right quickly and go and enjoy your dinner. Once again,
love you, little bro.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Bon voyage. Have a great time, brother.
That boy got to go or he ain't going to get to eat.
I'm letting him go because I'm like,
you know your baby too.
I'm going to close this kitchen and you're going to be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, y'all, this has been an amazing look. He's to my food time. He's still over here commenting in the private chat. It has been an amazing discussion about fathers and dads. I really want to give a last round to each of you. Michael, you're last, okay? I don't want you to start first. To each of you fathers, a word of encouragement, word of inspiration, a last thought, whatever it is that you would want to share with the father, with aspiring father, or mama who thinks she a father, or an alleged father, as Cousin Al. You know, just what? Yeah, come on, share. Mike, we're gonna let you take the lead. Is that all right? Not Mike O, Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Big Mike.
All right, all right.
Take the lead. Come on.
Okay. Well, hey, to all the fathers out there, you just take time and remember to breathe as a father. You carry a lot of weight, you know. So that part right there, I just want to.
What are they doing? Get off the screen.
Who's on the screen?
You know we could see you.
We could see you.
Go eat dinner.
Oh my God.
He said, "Let him back in."
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, I want to come back home. I want to come." I'm just kidding.
Nasty. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome.
But that was quick food, bro.
Welcome back to the FIYAH Show. This is your boy, Brendan Key. We back live and direct. I just want to say that I did not get a chance to eat dinner yet, but as we close this series here on Fathers versus Dads, the men that are, I love you too. The men that are going to be giving some words, they're going to give some final words tonight. Just say something. Say something. Just say something.
So, amen. Hallelujah. Father God, we ask you to come here today and watch over all the fathers as their mental health, their physical, and that their relationships are mended. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Enjoy them ramen noodles.
Yeah. Y'all be blessed.
Why it look like your chair outside, Brendan? Are you outside?
No, I'm nowhere near outside. That's why.
Is that a doghouse?
That's why Ren was like, "What are you doing?"
Well, hey, doghouse behind you?
That's a nice doghouse.
He said, "I ain't got put outside. I may as well go ahead and come back on." Nisha, at least get a man some peanut butter and jelly.
I'm done.
Amen.
Two slices, not one bread. You just
fold it in half.
Yeah, two breads.
Two breads.
Everybody say
Look at he in the mic, nigga.
Lorenzo, do you have any final remarks or closing words to fathers?
Oh my gosh. I don't like that you trying to close the show 27 minutes prior.
No, I'm not closing the show. I just know I knew that Key had to go, or else he was gonna lose weight. I don't know how long Big Mike is gonna be on here. I just wanted to. So I really thought that y'all were gonna have some long-winded final thoughts, and
very short.
I got long-winded thoughts.
And this mess went here the whole show. This is the only thing he didn't got from the show.
It ain't.
RJ, all this good talking we've been doing, and all you remember is that Nisha said, that Ben said, it ain't for you. That's all these good nuggets these men done drop. And that's all he got.
Yeah.
RJ,
that was the sermon title.
Y'all pray for RJ.
Well, my final thought for the men and for the fathers, the soon-to-be fathers, the want-to-be fathers, the bonus dads, everybody that actually take responsibility to raise somebody. Like you can even be a counselor and take it. To be somebody that just taking a helm to just raise somebody. You can raise somebody else's child. You can raise the neighborhood children. You can do whatever you have to do. Just take it and do the best that you can. We are not perfect. No one's perfect in eyesight right down here, but do the best that you can and be the best person that you can. And then that will show to be the best father and dad that you can. I mean, we don't have a blueprint of what a best dad is, but if your children look at you and say, Dad, I love you, and you're doing a wonderful job, that's all that counts. Because my kids asked me what I wanted for Father's Day. I said, I'm very practical, even though they're not. But I'm very practical. I was like, yo, I don't care what it is. I just spend some time. Let's go to the park. I ain't like my big brother. I ain't gonna tell him go get me some red bottom shoes or nothing like that. But
bro, don't throw me on blast like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't tell him that.
Gucci belt or something like that.
That's Antoine.
His kids are older than mine. They got good jobs. So.
Jade, I'm telling you,
these kids pay taxes.
I know, right?
So did you get the red bottoms or no?
He got them.
Yeah, I got a few pair.
Yeah.
Boy, you gonna kill them in shirts next week, huh?
Hey, I'm gonna do it with the spikes and all. Just moving good.
That's a blessing. It
is. I got some blessings.
Who else got final words? Michael.
I got me. My final words are look, I got a lot out of today's show. My advice to all fathers or the whole list, the allegeds, the steps, is one of the things I've done growing up to become a man is to recognize all of the faults I've seen in my life and experienced in my life as a kid. And now that I have my children who are now grown, happy graduation, tiny man, but
who is 6 feet tall and probably 300 pounds.
6'3". But
biggest tiny man I ever seen.
I've done to raise my son was, would I like the way this person is raising me as him? And I take all the examples I've had in my lifetime to say, is this the right thing I should teach this kid? So make good choices, everyone. You know what's right and wrong. Teach your kids what's right and wrong. Teach them respect. Teach them trust. Teach them honor. Teach them all that good stuff. And I guarantee you, you will not go wrong with that. And that's how I raised my son.
Awesome.
And he tells me every single time we talk, love you, Dad. Love you, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
I know something's wrong if he doesn't say that, I know something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Nisha, do you have final word?
Send that man in the house.
Dinner is ready.
Dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready, but it has been definitely it's been refreshing to me again as so that sounds like a Maury show. Get off of here, Michael.
Right. That's too now.
That's for Maury.
But somebody put the comment up there. So whoever put it up is yeah.
Well,
he got it from me. I'm 7'2".
Where he got that height from? That boy tall.
Yeah, he is. He got tall on the mama side. They're all 6'5". All the men.
Like short men, huh?
So you like a tall glass of water? Okay, I got you.
Well,
teapot, short and
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Mike.
Which one?
Mike.
Oh God.
One Mike.
I just made myself
one Mike
like
knows me. The other Mike.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
Congratulations, brother.
Anyway, it is
Mike.
21
Congratulations.
hour. You guys are just having a wonderful time. Thank you for showing up and showing out.
Hey, you got it, remember.
I appreciate it. I sent the text out. You guys said, you know what? It's no harm. It's no foul to come on the show and give your time. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for just coming on here and giving your time to the FIYAH Show. We do love you guys. And like on my other show that I'm on, we always say you're no longer a guest, you're family. So I'm on my 18 shows right now.
This guy here is so shady today. Shady boots. I'm telling you. I'm about sick of you. I don't know.
Join me tomorrow night when I'm on.
In my other show.
You might continue what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Join me tomorrow night on Anointed Radio Network podcast that's starting at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time.
In my other show.
So from me to you, next time you're gonna have all the bald people on here. Let me know. I'm gonna slick my hair back. And, I'm gonna be in line with everything. You know, I'm next time you're gonna have 6 men on the show. Let me know. I got some estrogen I can throw in here. Nisha, you would have got an invite had I known Big Mike, Pastor J, and your boo thing was gonna be in here. Lorenzo, this was a little out of the ordinary. We're gonna talk after the show. Pastor J.
Oh, I know that.
Pastor J. Do you have any other applications for program directors?
Look, he froze. There he is.
No, it's selective freezing. Do you have any other applications for program directors?
I already got one.
Ooh. I'm just saying in case this one don't work out. Or you come up missing or something.
Or you come
up missing or something.
Ooh, the shade.
Well, let's be in the presence of the Lord today.
And
focus on
listen, I read somewhere over there in the Bible. Some of the greatest soldiers came from the Bible. They was chopping off heads and all kinds of stuff. So we in the Bible.
Whoa. Pastor J.
So I'm Pastor J, and I have lots to say. But the thing I would say as my parting words before I dip off into the back where all the preachers go when everybody's in church is,
and where they at when praise and worship going on and prayer, and they stay out front when the money passes. But go ahead.
So the thing that I will say is, be transparent with your kids.
Yes.
Kid, adopt a kid. Regular kid, be transparent. So a lot of times we bump our heads on the same things because lack of knowledge, and we don't know that you went through it and how it affected you. So we go out there and do it. But if you're transparent with your kid, at least they have some type of awareness, even if they follow the same thing, and they won't follow in ignorancy. So yeah, with that being said, let the Lord watch you and keep you. I'm out.
Such a Baptist preacher. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. Come on, Baptist preacher. No, that was definitely a good point there. Come on, who's saying something?
I'm the last one.
I thought you said something already, Raymond. Keith.
Oh, you got a joke to the right. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I will.
Chicken flavor.
No, Two things. The first thing is you will never be financially ready to have a child.
Never.
But you got to do the best you can with what you got. And that's one thing I've learned being very new to this. I'm not like my older brother Renzo, older brother Mike, they've been in the game since these kids were they came out of them. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
But even from birth, a lot of us, including me, think that it's about the money and what you can give your child. But what you can give your child has nothing to do with the money. And that's one thing that I'm learning, even as I'm not downstairs eating dinner. Secondly, if you have released your child into the care of another man to raise your child, respect it.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't stay to raise your child and another man has decided to step up and raise your child, respect it. Don't create problems for the mother. Don't create problems for the man who decided to step up and raise your child.
Yep.
Because you made the choice not to be where you are. And that's a choice between the mother and the father, whatever it may be. But you still love your child, but just respect the position that and be grateful that another man decided to step up,
right,
and not leave not leave that child astray.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right.
That was powerful. I'm glad you missed dinner for that. God bless. All right, y'all. Yes, shout out to Cassidy there in the quiet stand. Man, this has been an amazing show, probably one of the best ones of 2025. We had all of these men on here, these fathers, these dads, these men who have taken the responsibility serious and are living a life that is exemplary in front of these young people so that they're not able to go out with this same line, I never saw this in the house, so I don't know how to do it, which again, I still think is number 2. And so I believe that this show aids into where we're going for the rest of the month, as we'll be talking about men's mental health and making sure that we are bringing awareness to that. I think it was Brennan was saying earlier that sometimes, I think that was you that said sometimes men are not able to express those particular emotions, and because of not being able to express those emotions, men suffer in silence a lot. And so we definitely want to make sure that we're bringing that mental health awareness to the forefront, bringing these kinds of conversations, although we bring humor and laughter because we don't want the situations to be too heavy. There are some real positive and powerful messages that are part of the Fire Show every week. Now I feel like I'm about to cry. I don't be crying. I sure ain't crying with all these men on here. I'm strong.
She gonna cry.
And so I ain't.
Real men cry, baby.
She gonna cry.
Cry.
Did you just cry? You said I was a man, Mike. Is that what you just said?
No, honey. No, you said.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat dinner. Love you guys.
Eat dinner, little breezy.
Send us a picture of what you got. Them ramen noodles gonna be good.
Cup of noodles.
But no, I think it's important, seriously, to be able to allow men to come on platforms like this and express these kinds of things and share these kinds of conversations. So, what you got, Lorenzo? What I saw your face. What you saying?
Oh no! I was reading the thing over here. I was reading the comments. Somebody was saying something for Bren. For Bren, if you're still listening, or Niche, Mike said call him.
This is a live show, and it's not for personal communications. If he has your phone number, you have his phone number, so call him. How about that? After dinner, okay? We love you, Mike. I'm telling you, the people. Where
the nerve?
These people from?
Leave our fire nights. Leave our fire nights alone.
He don't be telling Tyler Perry, call me. See, it's the disrespect. Mike, meet me in the chat.
Hey, look. She said,
I
bet.
Why is she still here? She was so hungry. Anisha, go eat.
Listen,
Ren is gone.
Let them stay right there. Let them while they on their phones while they eating. Hey, they got
put the phones away. It's dinner time.
12 more minutes. No, don't do that. 12 more minutes.
Let me tell you something. This program director here, he don't care. The people is happily married. We want them to stay happily married. We don't want them fighting at the dinner table because they watching the
first of all, did you see them behind the scenes? Oh, they're happy.
I couldn't see them because see the way that my program director got my stuff set up. I can't see everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw them.
Anyways, so Big Mike, again, it was a pleasure to have you on here. And I just want to ask a question because inquiring minds want to know. Have you ever eaten popcorn from Garrett's?
From Garrett's?
Yes. No,
you
never had.
You never had it.
Popcorn. Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, I think you probably did because I left them in your car.
That's why.
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah, they took a missing. They were so delicious. Let me sound like I'm from the country. They are so delicious, Ren. I had a good time with them.
I forgot until she mentioned it right then and there. I forgot I left my Garrett's in your car.
Yeah, you did. I was thankful.
Excuse me. This means I got a question. A part of me feel like you was just coming for me with that country accent.
Oh no, it didn't right there because I'm in North Carolina right now, so that's how I just my clients was just leaving talking real country. I can be New Yorkish, but you know, I'm
okay. I was just making sure you wasn't.
No, you have a beautiful accent,
Michael.
I saw it.
Anyways, I just wanted you to
Michael, you know,
on live radio. Podcast platform.
Yeah, I put it out there.
That you ate that man popcorn. That's what I wanted you to confess.
Yeah, I'm confessing. I own it. Real men own stuff they,
Yeah.
And still popcorn.
They mess up. No, he left it, so it was a gift.
It was.
It wasn't even. Michael, it was a gift, right, Ren? That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Thanks, Ren. Look at his face.
Just like two nuggets together is one.
Right. Come on, man. Come on.
So I think we should probably just end the show. Who cares about the last 10 minutes? It's done.
Yeah. I gotta go eat.
Hold on. Hold on. Because we speaking about popcorn, and before you guys get out of here, I just gotta put something up real quick because tomorrow it starts a sale. So a sale gonna be starting tomorrow, and I just want.
I already know what he's getting ready to play.
I just want you guys to know. Listen, go support your guy, me, Lorenzo. Go support me. It's only for what 4 days, I believe it is. It's what they call that popcorn, double good popcorn. It is really good popcorn.
I'm done.
Go order some popcorn. It be delivered directly to your house. It's only a 4-day sale, and all my fire nights. Go ahead. I'm gonna send it to our it's gonna be on whatever Facebook page. It's gonna be on our different pages. So go, please purchase some popcorn. I appreciate you guys. I love you. The sale is starting tomorrow at 5 p.m.
I promise y'all I'm not part of this. I had no idea.
Look at the names of
the money. Listen, we raising money for the shirts. Look at that nice, handsome young man with them shades on. That picture is to die for real. So y'all go
raising money for what?
Young man, because this young man is supporting you guys for coming up here and taking all this abuse from the host and the co-host. So I love you guys. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.
Did you see the names of those popcorns? Put that back up.
You didn't see it? Yeah.
You better believe.
You better believe.
Sergeant Song.
Ray, send me a text. You gotta text me that, bro.
I'll text you, man.
Holla, Peno.
Lorenzo, what money is you raising shirts? I mean, what shirts? What are we talking about here?
I'm raising money. It's a fundraiser for the church.
Oh, I thought it was for me.
You thought you was getting some more red bottoms, huh?
That's it. You heard me?
He said you was a step up dad, so he needed to let you.
Right, proceeds. Thank you, Michael.
Those are called proceeds. Administrative costs.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. RJ, yes, it's for the church. We're doing the fundraiser for the church. So yes, please, sir, if you wish to, can you purchase some popcorn? Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother.
I promise I knew nothing of that when I mentioned the Garrett's popcorn. I just thought about Mike and your popcorn.
Honestly, I forgot all about it. I forgot all about it until you said popcorn. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. We're doing a popcorn sale.
He said,
"Watch me going to business school for
my sale."
This is amazing.
His marketing is real.
So Mike, I have to know, Big Mike, not Mike.
Okay.
Big Mike, I have to know when he said that man a Boy Scout. Block RJ. Block him, put him out. He's got to be in bot mode. Block him. So Big Mike, seriously, when are you coming as an official guest on the FIYAH Show?
In about a month, I can do that. I don't know when exactly, but just give me about a couple
things in the works.
Yeah. So
when the producer puts you on,
huh?
When the producer schedules you.
Yeah. Thank Michael.
And that goes for Nisha and everybody else that wants to be on the show. So that I don't have, that's not me. If you ain't on the show, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the bald guy with the beard. That one up in the blue shirt. Not because, Mike, you bald.
You got a blue shirt on too.
Yeah, I've got the hat on though. You know.
This shirt is gray.
That's
who mine? No, it's blue, honey.
Oh, I'm colorblind and blind, so don't worry about it.
Oh, Michael, what color is your shirt, Michael?
Purple.
Oh, it look blue. Okay.
Thanks, Michael.
You colorblind?
Michael said, "I am my sister's keeper" at the beginning of the show. Thank you, Michael.
Those were my first words, wasn't it?
I appreciate it, Michael.
That's what's up, Michael. He in the building. I like it.
He know I got a button too. I can push everybody out of here.
Yeah.
But listen, y'all.
Like you did before.
Look at her face. Oh, that was just the expression was real. The expression.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Yielded. I'm sorry.
She giving you the look too, but
you're the one that tell all the family business. So, Mike, what happened was I was out of town because somebody booked me for an engagement during my show. And I tried to jump on the show while I was outside of the TV station. And then I was like, oh, I got to go. And so I, try to hurry up and hang it up on my phone. But I ended the whole broadcast. And for whatever reason, he has never let me live that down. So that's what he's talking about when I say I got to
okay.
But I wasn't meaning that. But I'm going to talk to Pastor Jay and see, can we get a new program director for my show? He can have whatever he wants on his. But this here, Georgia, is it's not acceptable.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, my picture is all over this. So why I got to be treated bad? Do you see my big head right there? That's me. Why I got to be mistreated?
What's the song say? It's the FIYAH Show hosted by you.
First of all, it doesn't sound like that.
It don't matter.
It's the amazing voice of Mr. Antoine Hilton. So whatever that sound was you were just making is the one that we were talking about.
Listen.
That's the falsest I've ever heard.
Listen. Mike O. RJ said he got a question. He said, I think Mike O over there contemplating if he want to go bald or not.
I bet you he's not.
Oh my God! What in the flying?
Mike gonna be like Stevie Wonder. His hairline gonna be way back here, and he's still gonna be
No, Sherman Hemsley.
Well, listen. On that note, we moving on up out of here, and
we're yes. I appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you so much, Mike,
for joining us, Mike. Big Mike.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Now I'm about to hang up off of here and I'm about to dial some numbers and see why the likes of Ma wasn't on this here show today. I feel some type of way.
She's on.
Who? She ain't said nothing all night.
She's on. My mama? She's on YouTube on the big TV.
I forgot I'm on this hotel. I can't be talking that loud.
Got you.
Screaming loud. You're gonna put me out of here.
Okay. Hey, I love all y'all fire nights out there. I'll see y'all next week. Lorenzo, put me out, bro. Love you guys.
Ain't got no food. Where
Love
you
you, Michael.
Ain't nobody cooking him nothing. Where he going? Listen, y'all, we're gonna turn you loose. Something the devil is never gonna do. So at the end of the day, we pray and hope that something was said that will enlighten someone on their way. We had fun talking about it, but again, some serious nuggets were dropped. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the Fire Show. We're here every Tuesday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go ahead and make sure you tune in, chime in, let us know how you feel, and don't forget to tell us what you don't like. Okay. We're going to get up and get out of here. We're going to turn Michael loose because, you know, he's seasoned and it's his bedtime. We're going to let Lorenzo go lie down because it's his bedtime as well. So good night to all the seniors. Good night to all the saints. We love y'all. Fire nights. Y'all are amazing. And we can't do this without y'all. We'll see you next week. It's your girl Yielded. We up and out. Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah, I tell you, the get back is crazy.
Old people. Old people.
Ooh, it's the Fire Show, hosted by Yielded. Turn up the radio if you feel it. We gon' talk, we gon' laugh and hear music. Whatever you gon' need for your amusement.